Yeah, what's good, yo? Welcome to another episode of Real Talk, where as always, if shit's real, we talk about it. Yo, I'm your host for tonight, Pat Scorpio, the New England representative. And as always, I got my man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself, old school style.
Yo, what it do, man? Shuttleworth the God, aka the GOAT artist, LLB, aka Lot of Dev Bulls, the Soul Wars created. Know what it is? It's 2018 Shuttleworth. You don't see no one else around, so I guess it's like it feels like it's August 2018 or something. Like I don't know.
Yo, straight facts, yo.
I
Yeah,
don't know
because
where everybody at. Like I don't know.
you know what I'm saying. The pilot,
This is like Ring Duo, like Ring.
you know what I'm saying. This is on. We back on that back to back shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, brother Pilot is up in the clouds. He's gonna be maintained there for a little bit. He's doing this thing, and brother P will probably show up a little bit. He has a little technical difficulties or whatever. But you know what it is. Sometimes we have the throwback combination, like the OG combination. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Past
Or
Scorpio.
you got your Wilder and Canelo fix.
You know what I'm saying? You got Pat Scorpio and you got Shuttleworth the God, you know what I'm saying? So we got to kick it old school today, you know what I'm saying? Back to back shit. But before we go into the preview and the recap and all this other shit that's been going on, I got some bars to spit for this upcoming next PBC card. Now, we already discussed internally that we are not going to do any previews or anything like that. Like, fuck all that. Like, it was like, Canelo versus Berlanga is an insult to a boxing fan's intelligence. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, like first of all, like I'll be damned if I support any fight where Berlanga is on a pay-per-view and he ain't beat not a motherfucking nobody to get this shot. And he's
like nobody. You know what? If you're gonna talk about this now, like we might have to bring up the Twitter poll topic with it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We'll do that. So fuck it. Yeah, we'll do that.
Cause these niggas, when I'm seeing the poll like results, like I'm just like, yo.
Yeah, I was flabbergasted. I was
like
what?
You serious? And like the shit people naming is like nowhere near the level of worseness. Like, yes, I made a word up, nigga.
Yeah, and I got it up, but fun things too is like I said, this Berlanga, like Edgar Berlanga, like I said, I mean, I've washed my hands of that dude the second that this motherfucker decided he wanted to be biting niggas in the ring, and this is after a string of poor performances. Where some were gifts, some we were struggling, somebody got knocked out, somebody got lumped up. Yeah, I was done with no biting. Like I don't support no biting ass niggas, yo. Like straight up. So he goes to, he gets thrown. I mean, he's done off. He's thrown off Top Rank, and he signs up with the promise of him getting a Canelo fight. So we're all like, yeah, whatever. And then he goes on Matchroom. He can't knock out Jason Quigley for whatever fucking reason. That shit goes 12. You know what I'm saying? Like what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And then they realize, like, okay, yeah, this motherfucker's clearly lost his touch. So they had to really lower his jobber levels to someone who's actually giving him a little trouble in the beginning before he just got, Irish cat before he just got caught. You know what I'm saying? And then apparently this Irish cat was enough to him like, oh, okay. The WBA, if I'm not mistaken, was one who raised him to number one contender. And now he gets a pay-per-view fight in Las Vegas at the T-Mobile Arena with Saul Canelo Alvarez. Like, what in the entire fuck is this? Like, seriously. Like, in what world is Edgar Berlanga should be fighting for a fucking championship? Like, are you fucking kidding me? We had David Benavidez.
Like, dude is literally, like, I wouldn't even say a fringe contender.
Yeah. Not even a fringe contender. He doesn't have any doesn't have any good victories. None of that shit. And he's on pay-per-view for like $79.99. And the main event is already an atrocity. And then we have the co-main that really shouldn't exist.
And I'm a Danny Garcia fan, but this dude having a 4-year layoff and then jumping back as a pay-per-view co-headliner is just kind of like at the co-main is like,
yeah, he deserves to lose for some shit like that.
And then it's the style clash on top of the Arislandi Laura, who has a middleweight title in the year of our Lord 2024, all 58 years of them, and then that's the co-main. And it's just like, you go, okay, is this gonna get any worse? Then we got Caleb Plant, who originally was supposed to have his own standalone Florida card that was supposed to be non-pay-per-view, and he was supposed to be, Trevor McCumbee, who, if you watch if you watch Pro Box, you realize it's not really a good opponent, at all for him. And then on top of that, it's confirmed we have Roley, who's going to be the opener of that shit, facing a jobber, pretty much a jobber. So it's again, this is PBC needs to really, and they're putting this as behind a paywall. This is bad.
This is legit the worst card I've ever seen. And y'all people focusing on the main event, but we're talking about the whole card. It just gets worse. No matter where you look at it, you can look at it from the top or from the bottom, ascending or descending. It just gets worse.
Yeah. You there's no way in hell. And to keep in mind, PBC does not put out a lot of cards lately. They haven't. Now, this was just okay. If they had it was last year. Obviously, if they had Fire Showtime cards or whatever, stuff like that, then this would probably get this would get minor scoring. But their PBC.
Nah, bro. Let's be honest. This card would get shitted on no matter when it came out. If this could have been 2019, and we would have shitted on this card. This could be last year. This is just a bad card. No matter how you flip it, no matter what era, year. I know niggas want to be whoa, Vitaly Klitschko, Danny Williams was damn pay-per-view. Yeah, Williams beat Tyson, nigga.
Exactly.
Even an old ass Tyson is better than whoever Berlanga beat to get in this position. Y'all can say anything. I literally can't remember a pay-per-view main event where the guy getting the shot didn't do anything at all to earn it. Anything. Anything.
Not even on merit, nigga.
Not even on merit. Just nothing. I felt like I earned the Canelo shot just as much as Berlanga has.
Facts, nigga.
I've probably been hyping up Canelo in the last couple of years. Where's my fight? Shit.
Yeah, in this, and they had the nerve to roll this shit out. And if I get too, it's I'm actually looking at the pay-per-view card for Vitaly and Danny Williams. There wasn't. They had some decent fights on that shit. They had Cotto and Randall Bailey. That was a good scrap. Yep. They had Carlos Navarro and Agapito Sanchez. That was a good fucking scrap.
Yep.
And Carlos.
This is what I'm saying. Niggas do not know what the fuck they're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, these
motherfucking Cotto versus Randall Bailey kills that whole card.
Yeah, exactly.
That could be his own main event on Friday Night Fights and have a better card around it than Canelo Berlanga.
Yeah, exactly. This is I struggle. And I said, usually I know I get it. I'm very hyper attentive about PBC cards and stuff like that, but. Even it's really an insult to intelligence. It's not even just PBC. It's PBC has to it seems like they've declined this year. First case, Zoom Fundor, on paper it was but it delivered big time.
Yo,
and then they have the Canelo and
real quick. Do you see any try to look at it from their eyes? Do you see any upside into Berlanga having this fight anywhere?
No, fuck no.
Nah. It's just
any reason that they would do this besides Canelo just picking and choosing.
Picking and choosing, yeah, that's it.
It's bro, there's nothing you could say to hype this up.
Try to be as objective as possible. Is there any way?
All right, okay, hold on. They tried. Okay,
niggas is okay, we're gonna try to give Berlanga a good look because we think he can be blah blah blah. Or
they trying to run the whole Puerto Rican Mexican rivalry, but it's don't throw nobody to be the defender of your country when he's not deserving of it.
Yeah,
y'all really gonna try to use a rivalry to hype up this fight, and it's do y'all really want Berlanga to rep y'all in this rivalry?
Yeah, seriously, this nigga's
all time. This is who y'all trot out.
Yeah, the nigga's bitten somebody in the fucking ring. Like this not a motherfucker that knows. Like he's not, he's not.
And I wouldn't even be mad if he bit somebody in the ring and it was a good opponent.
Is he the best Puerto Rican they got right now?
Nigga, they could have brought back Gabe Rosado and that'd be a better fight.
Yo, and that's also straight facts, nigga.
and we all say Rosado needs to retire. Like he's retired, but you can literally bring him out now, and it's. I'd rather see Felix Trinidad hold the mid for Canelo in this fight.
Facts, that's again like, this is like Eddie keeping his promises. He's like, I'm gonna get you the Berlanga fight because what Berlanga do? Berlanga's gonna get knocked out, but he's gonna get all this money.
Where's all the promises to the black fighters? That's what I want to know. Like, where was this promise to Andre?
Yeah, Andre and like others. Like, I mean, that's just like
these niggas never Hearn never give these niggas big fights, bro. Never.
And they actually held belts.
That's the crazy part. Like, and if they do get a big fight, it's like they're always just fed to somebody. Like, well, hey, you gotta walk the plank. It's Captain Hook shit. Like, jump in the crocodile mouth. No, fuck the crocodile, nigga. Get me a real fight I could win, son.
Yeah. I still know. I mean, are they just banking on because Berlanga is not that. I mean, he's not that much of a New York draw. He's not a draw in New York like that. So I'm just trying to understand, like, where is like, I mean,
dude, there just is. I mean, like, real talk. Like, I know Rome tried. He's been a good sport about it, but there really isn't any upside. Like, dude, there's like, bro, like, you could replace Edgar Berlanga with Jake Paul, and it's the same level of fight, maybe even better.
Facts.
Like, that's how bad this fight is. Like,
yeah. And then usually, if you're gonna have some more bullshit in the main event, you're supposed to build up the undercard for it so people can actually watch it. This is the perfect example of this was Floyd versus Andre Berto. I hated that fight. I hated that fight with a passion. But the undercard for it was fire. You had Badu Jack and George Groves. You had Johnny Gonzalez in the opener. You had Salido and Rocky too. And fucking even Ishe Smith and what's his name? And that was in the preview. Hold on, let me go see because I know that was a fire fight. Hold on.
Your memory is impeccable, nigga. It's crazy.
Trust me, bro. There's Vanes, Monterosa, yeah. Even that shit was damn. That was a fucking scrap. Like,
yeah, like I could. If the main event is mid, the rest of the card has to be good. But this card is like the main event. The main event ain't even mid. The main event trash.
Yeah.
The co-main is like mid. The damn opener is trash. The plant fight is trash. Like, it's just there's no reason to watch this. There's nothing at all. Like, like if niggas tell me they want to train that day, like I'm available, we could train. Like, it's just y'all trying to cook. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I might have a cooking live that night or something.
Honestly, they should start that bitch at 12 o'clock. Have that shit wrap up around 5:30.
Yeah, this should be like a day party type of vibe. Like, this some West Coast shit where it's like, all right, we gonna start the drinking at 12 noon sharp.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, do the fight in Japan, so niggas gotta wake up to try to watch this bullshit.
Nah, no one's gonna wake up early for this.
Yeah, like yeah.
I'd rather wake up and see Inoue do the mitts than see this fight.
Yeah. I mean, PBC, like, I hope for whatever they straighten out, whatever internal issues that they got going on with this move to Prime Video. But I mean, as a pay-per-view, even if you put this as a free, it's still a poor excuse considering the talent that they have.
If Canelo loses, you niggas will be laughing and joy and love.
Of course, that's what the fuck he did.
His card. Y'all would be like, yeah, this was a good fight, Berlanga.
Nah. I'll laugh. Don't get me wrong. Like, niggas gotta understand. Like, some niggas deserve the mockery. This is a boxing god's moment where it's like, bro, like, if you knock this nigga out like we all expect you to, you're not gonna get no props. No one's gonna fucking give you dap. Bitches ain't gonna fly out the window trying to hug you. Like, no, like, if you lose,
you die.
Nigga, all the bitches gonna disappear. We're not gonna dap you up. We're gonna spit on you and be like, you ain't shit. Like,
Seriously.
oh no, wait, real quick. Hey, salute Marquise. Yeah, that card is beyond sad. Yes, sir. PBC needs a payday loan. I don't know what's going on, bro, but they might need that. And Anthony, what it do? Salute, yo, fellas, watching you from my vacation in the DR.
Salute.
Yeah.
Salute.
Yo, enjoy that vocation. Enjoy that vacation, cuz that's what's up. That's what it do. Enjoy that summer.
Nigga, hit the club and go get a Spanish broad, nigga. We'll be here, nigga. We'll be here.
We'll be here.
Yeah, nigga.
You can catch the live again.
You can catch the playback, nigga. Go out there and get you a little mamacita.
But I mean, it's in the middle of the night for this nigga. It's DR. Like, I mean, how many hours ahead is DR? Like, it should be at least. I'm pretty sure it's definitely nighttime over there, nigga.
It's Eastern. It's Eastern, nigga.
Really?
Ain't it Eastern?
Yeah, it's
Dominican Republic.
I mean, are you? I mean,
Dominican Republic time don't change, right? No, the time don't change.
Let me see something. Oh, I'll be damned. It is.
It's not Texas, nigga. It's right in Jamaica with all the rest of them shits.
Huh.
Yeah.
I'll be damned.
All the rest of them slow Jamaicans.
Damn,
I thought it was a couple hours ahead or something.
Damn, nigga.
No.
They ain't have geography in Harvard, nigga.
Yo, for real. Yo, this nigga was about to bring out a fucking globe and be like, hold on.
Yeah, nigga.
What do you know? This nigga wrong.
Well,
nigga, like damn.
Well, either way,
enjoy the beaches and all that shit in the vacation. That's what's glad you rocking with us though. That's what's up. I mean,
but let me
can't be at the club all day.
Yeah, let me go pull up this poll that we did because we did do it because we wanted to make sure that let's see if people's minds were right, and apparently niggas' minds are not right. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, honestly, y'all minds is horrible. I'm gonna just fucking say it. If you voted yes on this fucking poll, I mean, if you voted no on this fucking Twitter poll, I don't know, man. It's like I feel like a gorilla needs to slap you.
I voted no, that nigga.
Yeah, so basically the poll topic is the Canelo versus Berlanga pay-per-view card the worst boxing pay-per-view of all time. We had 45 votes, 6 days left, so continue to vote. Hell yes got 46.7% and no got 53.3%. Like
y'all niggas wilding with that no, because nobody could tell me a worse card than this.
Yeah, like I mean, and look, even like I mean, like this is like I mean, even I know like the whole Matchroom cards or even some of the HBO or the standalone Top Rank cards, like you know, like none of them I've never seen them as bad as this.
Dude, look, I'm looking at the view quote tweets right now. Wasn't Angulo a pay-per-view? Also, Martin versus Ortiz. Bro, are we seriously comparing this to like Angulo wasn't a contender at least? It was bad, but come on, like, bro, really?
Mm-hmm.
Even if you're saying, okay, you know what, Angulo didn't deserve it at that moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I don't even think there was a fight on that card that was as worse as Berlanga Canelo.
Yo, facts. Yo, straight facts.
So to use that as bad example, okay, now Martin versus Ortiz. First of all, Martin versus Ortiz is like a solid matchup.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
is it pay-per-view worthy? No, but if we're talking about an even competitive fight, Martin Ortiz, what was wrong with that?
Yeah. And shout out to our boy Johnny Rice. He was on there. He whooped Michael Coffey's ass again on that card.
Yeah,
too.
I was supposed to go to that motherfucking card, but life was whooping my ass at that time because I was right at the goddamn Hard Rock.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So I mean, and of course there was damn near a fight of the year slugfest on it. Like as a card as itself, you know.
Yeah, you can't compare this to a card that has a competitive, even main event. Like Charles Martin Ortiz, come on, really?
Yeah. Like there's nothing on this card that's like, I mean, all the favorites should like a favorite that loses on this card deserves all the fucking scorn in the world. Like none of the favorites on this card should lose.
What about that Shakur card that just happened, nigga?
Yeah, it was but dude, it wasn't pay-per-view though.
Listen, no. That was worse than this because this one at least got names.
Nah, man.
This
Like,
one's at least got niggas you can tune in for. Like, okay, let me see what he do tonight. The other Shakur card, you're like, yo, nigga, what is this? This shit should be fucking live streamed on YouTube next to us while we live commentating this shit, nigga. Like
yo,
real shit.
honestly, all these, yo,
This
if we want to be honest, a lot of cards this year fall into that category where it's like, yo,
exactly. This
this
got
a YouTube
names.
live stream. Fuck it.
This at least got names attached to it, where nigga you can still sell the
But the
people.
names are
You can.
horrible.
It's just who they're fighting is horrible. It's not the names are horrible.
Yeah,
It's
but
Yeah,
their
but that's
opponents.
the whole point. Like,
No,
if
it
you
don't
fight, look,
matter. It's
it
more like
matters to an
it's
extent,
more like
though.
a showcase card. It's like, okay, watch your favorite fighters get a win type of shit.
Okay, no. I get that. Look, usually to me, a showcase is a champion fighting somebody in the top 10. Like, as a champion, I don't think your showcase could ever be lower than number 10 in the world. Like, you have to be at least top 10 in the world to be a showcase. Like,
you know,
it's hard to be a showcase when like when you're like ranked 50.
you know what it is.
You're a tune-up now.
Canelo has been fighting consistently at a consistent level, right? But if he was to have been injured, took a 2-year layoff, and came back to fight Berlanga, nobody would say shit about it. It's just because he's just been winning, fighting. He's not
Because
progressing.
Berlanga
He's not
still remain
progressing.
undefeated in them 2 years.
He's not progressing through. He's just plateaued at this point. He's just like, fuck it, I'll just fight whoever's in front of me real quick.
Honestly, there's a game Canelo's playing.
How many niggas can he beat? Like, how many niggas you want him to beat?
That's the whole point. Like, bro, like, look, Canelo was hoeing boxing out, and niggas ain't realizing it. He see the turkey money coming in, and now you hearing all this. Well, I'll fight Benavidez for 200 mil. I'll fight so and so for 150. Before, like, you couldn't say that unless you had a name and your opponent had a name, and the fight was just there to be made, and it's like, what's going on? But he's literally saying that to try to make it a big payday for himself. It's not like Floyd Pacquiao when these niggas could literally just say, yeah, this is $1 billion fight. Yeah, I bring in this, you bring in that.
Right.
Dude, nobody cares about Canelo like that. Even if Canelo didn't mention the 200 mil for Benavidez, that fight ain't 200 mil.
It's not. No, it's not.
And people are letting him get away with this shit.
Yeah.
Like, people are like, well, he did say he'll do the fight for this. Bro, like, so he could just bleed the sport dry?
Yeah,
like, if it takes you 200 mil to fight Benavidez, I don't want to see it. If it takes you 150 mil to fight Crawford, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see that regardless. It's just, just retire.
He hasn't made that type of money since the Floyd fight. Am I right?
No, he's made plenty of money. He's made
plenty of money, but look, he usually has to he has to have a fight deal, like a multi-fight deal, to get that type of money. But for one fight,
the Triple G fight, the first fight, was it $100 million deal or what was it?
No, I think he was making like 40 mil or some shit.
So come on, dog. And that was like his last good series.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Look, bro, if you're making these fights for 50 mil, 60 mil, whatever, why the fuck you need this amount for this fight when Benavidez ain't even a bigger name than Golovkin?
Because he knows there's no more fights after that.
Of course, which is some whole shit. So this is why I just say, look, man, ain't no more Canelo previews on this channel, bro. Like, until you fight either Benavidez, Morrell Jr., fucking Bivol rematch, even though I don't want to see that. Until you fight somebody quality, there's just no Canelo. It's just why? Like, why do we have to talk about your fight? Like, this is literally the last time we'll talk about this shit.
Yeah,
unless his next fight is Jake Paul.
Then we'll have to
Jake
talk
Paul.
about
I might have to.
You will watch it
just for the sake of Jake Paul.
Yeah,
but that's it, bro. Like,
yeah, but
I can't even believe I'm making concessions for him. Like, look how we sound, bro.
Yeah, like this is like
you actually got us saying, "Well, damn, I'd rather see Canelo fight Jake Paul than Berlanga."
If
really? That's like saying, well, I'd rather see Prime Roy Jones fight the Wayne brothers than this Ruiz. Like, nigga, like, what do y'all say? Like,
yeah. Like,
oh, hold on, wait. Salute Joshua O. Long time no see. What it do, bro? What it do, cuz? Glad to see you in the chat. Salute. Oh, and Android, what it do, cuz? Yeah, Canelo acting like a diva, man. Fuck him. Like, and I'm tired of everybody just making excuses. He don't want to box no more. He trying to bleed the sport dry. Fuck him.
Yeah, it's basically now he's at the point where he knows he has enough pull. Like, okay, look, I can, the Saudi money's in there. I want a couple of those Saudi paydays before I get out of this damn sport. Like, that's pretty much what it is.
And he being a hoe about it, bro. Like, do you think Canelo, look, think about it. These niggas was offering Prime Wilder, like 100 mil something for the Joshua fight.
Mm-hmm.
Like, never has Canelo ever been in that much demand to see him fight.
Right. I mean, the last time was the Triple G fight.
No, because even
and he bitched and moaned and dragged that.
Even the Floyd fight, niggas didn't want that. Niggas was just like, all right, they throwing an undefeated nigga at Floyd. You know what I'm saying? It's not like niggas was like, oh, hey, go grab Canelo, he's gonna take him out type of shit. Like, nah.
We liked it because it was a quality, it was a good fight. It was straight match. But
it was an undefeated nigga.
Yeah.
And he was a Mexican,
just like Crawford Madrimov. Like, it's a good matchup. It's just we didn't care about it. Like, we didn't want to see it. Like, I mean, and Berlanga Canelo is definitely not a good matchup. And we definitely don't want to see that. Don't want to hear about it, read about it. Like, yeah, y'all think I'm playing. I will not retweet, like, or comment on anything Canelo fight week. Do not fucking post nothing on no goddamn Canelo. I promise you.
What if
like, don't ask me no question.
What if
none
he
of
first
that
round KOs the nigga?
No, like, there's no prediction.
Dude, the only way we talk about that fight if Berlanga wins or Canelo goes life or death.
Yeah.
And I'll be making sure I'm damn celebrating and just laughing the whole commentary.
Yeah.
But this is the damn boxing gods. Like, bro, like, why are we having this fight? Like,
yeah, straight up. Like, yeah, like Canelo, like Canelo, yeah, we're done with Canelo previews and everything like that. Yeah. And Berlanga, like I said, Berlanga's gonna be one done. Like, Berlanga's gonna be spoiling. He's already spoiled on the vine. Like, Godfrey, he's gonna get this money, and he's not gonna do any shit. He's not gonna do shit again. Like,
yeah, this just a whole sorry ass matchup. I blame all these niggas. I blame Canelo sorry ass, Eddie Hearn, Turk, all these motherfuckers for even the UFC. You even got the UFC competing with this. The UFC probably gonna win, but that UFC card ain't even that good. So it's just horrible shit that night. Like, I feel like that's just a whole
and then
that's the 3 weeks of other shit. We might do a music show or something.
And then PBC to tell this nigga to go fuck off with this shit. Like, I don't understand. I mean, first things too, PBC they will when it comes to Canelo, yeah, they'll find 40 million or whatever the fuck this nigga wants. So I don't understand why that is.
And that's why I don't like, bro. You see it, like, these niggas always just find somehow to please this dude. Pause. Like, no matter what it is, they'll be like, fuck it. He said he wants avocados grown on Mount Everest or some shit. Like,
yeah, and
you got to go to the far. You got to get the rose that's in the middle of the most deadly garden in the world type shit. Yo, fuck this nigga. Who he think he is, son? Like, yo, who the fuck this nigga think he is? Like, real talk. Like, why? And PBC always just on some, like, yeah, we gotta make it happen. No, fuck this nigga. Like really, like, who are we? Like, what is this fight's benefit? He the only Mexican legend that only has like maybe one fight of the year.
Yeah. So they got odds out already for the Berlanga fight.
Oh Lord!
Like I said, there ain't no gambling going on for this fight. I don't give a fuck.
Plus 700 for Berlanga, minus 1,500 for Canelo. That's crazy.
Yeah.
How is that? How is this a main event? This is like a prelim type shit, nigga.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all heard this nigga? He just gave you the odds for the main event. Those are the odds that's reflected in goddamn preliminary bouts. When you got somebody like he's 5-0 going against Jobber.
It's 4 weeks out. Niggas ain't weighed in. Don't even know what this nigga look like or nothing. They just like, yeah, it's a wrap.
It's minus 1,500. Like, bro, like really, like
that's crazy. That's crazy.
That's all you needed to see.
That's crazy for boxing odds.
for a pay-per-view main event has the same boxing odds as a boxing preliminary on a goddamn Sky Sports show.
Yeah,
I mean,
a Canelo decision might be minus 5,000, nigga. What?
Yeah, yeah. Pretty much. You will not get paid off this fight unless you predict
a fucking miracle happens.
Unless you bet your house on Berlanga killing this nigga in the first round type shit on some random.
And it happens.
Yeah.
No, please, nobody don't do that because I don't want to hear no domestic violence reports.
No. Look. The best bet on this fight would be like the length that a ring walks, nigga. That's like the shit you should bet on.
This fight gonna have so many boxing exclusives.
What color laces Canelo wears or some shit like that.
Well, Berlanga waved the Puerto Rican flag twice.
Right. Right.
Well, Canelo coming to the ring with a sombrero. Like
how many times would these niggas touch gloves?
Like honestly, like this is like if this is the motion, if this is what you have to expect in a fight, then I'm gonna let you know the fight ain't worth watching. Like,
yeah. It's straight up like, yeah, PBC. Like, I mean, I know what you. I mean, I know it's growing pains at Amazon Prime or whatever. But seriously, like y'all gotta get your shit together. Like your pay-per-views have declined in quality since the first fucking one. Like y'all gotta get your shit together. Like I mean, this is probably not. It's not worth a free.
Amazon is buying shit up. They got what is it? NBA from TNT is finna come over there. Football is over there. So boxing got some competition when it comes to sports and Amazon. Y'all niggas better get this shit right. Y'all can't do this shit.
I honestly don't know what they're doing.
But right past that shit if they go to Amazon Prime and see boxing. Yeah. Who Berlanga? Who the fuck?
Berlanga? Get the fuck out of here! Like, I'm gonna just say, like I said before, the whole Amazon PBC shit is not really gonna work out until they get a secondary channel or platform.
No, it's gonna
offload shit like this on.
It's gonna work because Amazon is going full on sports. Like they're gonna have a whole sports section.
Yeah, but not for boxing. This is what we're getting for boxing. Like this is horrible.
Yeah, like I mean, and for this too, I mean, the deal is Amazon's not really putting money into PBC. Like PBC is funding their own costs, which is the whole reason why they're talking to Turkey. Like and
honestly, this is why I said they needed their own YouTube platform. They needed to take the whole Pro Box TV type of approach to it. Like literally, like these y'all gotta understand. Like PBC is made. I don't like to count niggas' money, but this ain't a nigga. This a company. PBC has made so much money in the sport, whereas they literally could build several smaller arenas or stadiums across the country and make them. And I'm talking about smaller venue stadiums. I'm talking about shit that can hold there's maybe like 2,000, 5,000 tops, whatever. Right. And they could literally make those designated spots for PBC to showcase fights across the country. Get one in New York or on the East. Get one in the South. Get one in the West, Midwest, whatever. You need maybe two to four, and have them just be able to have a training facility nearby each of these places. Make sure there's hotels, whatever, and just consistently put out fights at those 4 venues until y'all could get the other shit straightened out and y'all could get pay-per-views with PBC. I mean, with Amazon or whoever. And y'all can get the bigger damn 10,000 seat arenas and venues and shit. Like, do some normal shit. Right. Because look, y'all got y'all fighters going to Pro Box. Y'all could have set up your own Pro Box. That's what I don't get.
And the wild thing is too, even about this card. So look, earlier this morning we were talking about where's Fulton's fight. Fulton's fight is going to be on the fucking prelim, and he has the most competitive fight.
Literally said, "Hey, like you got the best fight, but I don't think niggas want to see that. Niggas want to see trash tonight."
I mean, that nigga just got embarrassed in his last fight.
Yeah, but still, there's
no way he should be on a prelim though.
I mean, so did Plant. Plant should be on the fucking prelim. Like, so.
I mean, especially with that opponent, nigga. When you're out of ring fights are more interesting than your in-ring fights. It's a problem.
Yeah, exactly. Like Plant is not doing anything but getting into trouble. I honestly, he probably. I mean, he might get shot before he ever gets back in the ring again because this nigga gets into too much bullshit. You know, like
Yeah, like he come off like a bully. I ain't gonna lie. Like it just that shit just weird. Like damn, like and y'all niggas beefing with him is even weirder. Like what is it about this dude that y'all gotta just be constantly antagonizing? Like the fuck?
Yeah, like it seems like and we see it too because I mean, dude stayed on Twitter beefing, like just even with fucking Twitter folk, like Twitter boxing people, like he.
Yeah, it's just like it just get played out, bro. It's like, and that's the thing. Like that's my critique for his fights. Like he don't fight as hard as he beef and run his mouth. Like that offense don't be there like that. Like this nigga is like a 168 Paulie Malignaggi, but just with a left hook.
Except when he fought Anthony Durrell, which of course pissed me off because I was like, God damn it.
Yeah, the one nigga you didn't think he would knock out, he knocked out.
Yeah.
Like, geez, but it is what it is. And this not even no hate. This just observations with dude. Like, because even with the whole Jamal Charlo shit, like, yeah, he pulled your beard and you twice, whatever, you smacked the shit out of him, whatnot. Like, I heard twice. Like, I heard the camera only caught the one that wasn't even the crazy slap.
And that shit was a crazy slap.
Yeah, that was a crazy. Like, mind you, a nigga just get two crazy slaps, and the one niggas that seen they think is a crazy one, but the one they didn't see is what people tell you was like, nah, I was there. Like that shit was worse. Like this motherfucker, he spun around and did it, bro. So even when dude apologized, he's still going in on dude and like, yeah, and people saying like, yo, bro, let it go, like. It's like, bro, like you got all this energy for a nigga who's drunk and he admittedly telling you he ain't in his right mind. So it's just
right.
That's just a bad look, bro. Like
straight up.
But yeah, ain't nothing much else to say about this shitty ass fight.
Yeah.
Apologies to Pilot and King P for not being here. But yeah, y'all missed this whole Canelo preview or unpreview or whatever the fuck we gonna label it later. But yeah, we just had to do OG 2018 Ring Gang style. Me, Roman, Pat on this one, and yeah, fuck this goddamn fight.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, unless there's upsets happen now. If all the fights get upsets, then yeah, we'll talk about it because
because it's the like
yeah, exactly.
That's what you get.
Yeah,
I just want to say that's what you get. Like that's it.
Yeah, but yeah,
we gonna go live for 5 minutes.
Yeah,
but yeah, y'all want to hit the Crawford Madrimal first and trickle down backwards?
Yeah. So I mean, obviously, this past weekend obviously is the card of the summer, basically, probably by default, really, because the summer had for boxing.
It's the card of the summer, but not the greatest card on American soil, like some promoters would have you believe.
Yeah. Of course, we know Terrence Crawford, Israel Madrimov, Riyadh season debut in USA in Los Angeles at the BMO Stadium. So, a couple of comments about it before we get to the fights individually. Number one, and like I said, I personally I don't mind the long cards. Like I mean, I've watched enough. Depending on what they're doing and the fights, like the 5-on-5 shit was probably the best. Turkey's best paced card because that shit was just like it was going, you know what I'm saying? And I love the shit and I love the fuck out of that card and the pace. And then, you had the, Joshua Wilder doubleheader. I mean, I like that card too with the, wasn't that bad in the Ring of Fire shit, pacing. Except, when Turkey goes on the mic like a couple times on this one. But this one, I think, was a little bit too much in terms of timing and pacing. Like number one,
all them fucking cards are too long, bro. You just a fan, nigga. That's all.
No, this one was too long for me. I stayed up. I was like, God damn, But I mean, let's say
6:30 to 1 a.m. Nobody should ever have to watch boxing that fucking long, bro.
Nigga, for me, I watched the two prelims, like at 4:30, bro.
Nigga, like you see, that's too much.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I mean, like I said, I like Turkey. Like the cards that Turkey's put together, I like them. like he's cooking, but he probably needs to do it in a way like if you want to do like 2-day cards, like one on Friday, one on Saturday type shit. Actually, he actually did that shit for this card, and it was because he set up a lot of fights. Or you want to do like maybe
dude, just make 4 quality. Just cut the cards in half. Make 4 quality matchups, or stop all the goddamn shenanigans and displays of damn dick ridery and shit, and just run the fucking fights, bro. Like all the ceremonial shit, the 15 national anthems, the goddamn PBS broadcast level type of interviews. Just cut that shit out.
Yeah,
God damn it.
Yeah, and I get Turkey, you're financing all this shit though, but unless you're announcing a card or a fight that niggas don't know, you shouldn't be able to, because dude gets on the mic and it's like, Adi is like, hey, so who do you think is gonna win? Yes, Shakur Zepeda. Yes, I want. Okay.
Yeah. Like, dude, like y'all, like yo, that's one thing we gotta say. Like, bro, there was too much dick sucking on that goddamn card. Like, seriously, like too much. Like y'all, like yo, it was just y'all putting him in the Las Vegas, Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame, and dude hasn't even had a set up a fight there yet.
Dude hasn't even done. He's done it for. I can't say because he was definitely behind.
In 1 year, bro, he don't deserve the reward. Like, god damn, boxing is like Black Americans. We always want everybody goddamn fucking with us, and we'll just open doors for everybody. Like, yo, gatekeep some shit sometimes.
But like I said, this is boxing. Money talks in boxing. When money talks, and
dude, that money is talking, screaming, yelling, doing tantrums.
Yeah,
like. He like, come on, like, bro. Like,
it's the reason why
y'all giving cars away.
I don't mind that. That's just like, but if you're gonna give,
that's cool. Like, look, I'll always love and appreciate the shit that they do for the fans, because a lot of times the fans get forgotten about. But like, I'd rather see a good fight over somebody winning a car, nigga. Like. And my thing is too, like, how you get like a car, really? Like, if you drove to that motherfucker, how you go?
Yeah, he gave away a car and he gave away a trip to Saudi Arabia. So, like, yeah,
get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, I would like punch a nigga in the face if they told me I won a free trip to Saudi Arabia. Like, what? Like, really? Like what? Like, yeah, man, we got all the damn fully clothed women you could lust after.
Nah, it ain't that Muslim, bro. Like, the liquor is just the one thing. I know you don't fuck. I know you. That cancels that alone. But
that's the whole country canceled for me, nigga. Like, y'all cool, but I don't have no yearning to go there. Like, if a nigga, I'll be like, damn. So who want this free ticket? Like. Saudi Arabia, you, the tall guy in the back, like you.
Yeah, but if you're gonna give away the prizes,
listen. If I get a free ticket, I'll probably be like, yeah, I'm eBaying this bitch.
Like, dude, like, honestly, you could interview 20 random people. I'll fuck it, 200 random people, and if you say put down a list of the 20 places in the world that you want to travel to. And it don't matter where it is. You want to go there, put it down. I guarantee you probably won't see Saudi Arabia on like any of these lists.
Nigga, I guarantee you if 3 of them people were Saudi Arabian, there wouldn't be Saudi Arabia on their fucking list.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, who? I'm like, yo, I would have been the nigga, I'd be like, yo, hey, why this nigga get the card? I get to go. Nah, fuck that.
Them niggas could have been born there. They'll be like, yeah, I want to go to France. Hell no.
Yo, and after this goddamn Olympic shit, I don't even know if I want to go to Paris or France anytime in the future.
I've been to Paris.
I'm not gonna lie, I heard the food trash in France.
I've actually been to Paris, but by far the worst country I've ever been to.
Is the food trash?
There you go. You said what?
No, the food is. I actually French food is fine with me. It's not the worst food I have. Believe me, UK food is worse. far worse than that. France was food wise was cool, but everything else it's just a very dirty country.
Where got better food? Louisiana or France, nigga?
Louisiana, you serious?
It's crazy. A state has a better food than a whole goddamn country.
Yeah, New Orleans, I couldn't live there because I know I'd be 350 pounds, nigga. France, I'd probably catch a tapeworm before I
Fuck. Oh, hold on, my bad, yo. Salute Blazing Killer, what it do? Salute Ring Gang. Yeah, Android. 40 minutes between fights. Fuck that.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, if you're gonna do, I mean, Fight Things too is like they had something with the celebs. Like they could have had, okay, look, the celebrities were there, interviewed them, cool. Like have that there because they were there and they were interaction. But Turkey doesn't need like 2 or 3 interviews because if he's not announcing a new fight, he has personality. His personality is very blah, so he
has the personality of a fucking chalkboard, nigga. Like, bro,
it's very change the channel. What the fuck we watching type of shit.
Bro, like the money don't unlame you, bro. Like, you got the money, you set up that's good. Like, you don't need a pat on the back for every little thing, bro. Like, stop interviewing this nigga.
Get your ass in a skybox, nigga. Drink your drink and sit the fuck down.
God damn, like, bro, like if I ever get the chance to set up an event like this, I don't want niggas bothering me, interviewing me and shit. I'll be like, yo, bro, I'm trying to damn burn and watch this damn fight, nigga.
After you pay all these niggas all this money, set up all this shit, come in your good suit, the last thing I'm trying to do is grab a microphone, nigga. Pause.
Yeah, but every single one of these cards that he does, he gets on the mic, but like, he never announces anything. Like it's just
just shut the fuck up then.
Or sometimes he
ain't gonna announce nothing, nigga. That nigga probably at home right now rewatching the tape. Like, look, this one I got on there, and this one I said.
Like, no one cares, bro. I think Crawford like, bro, we don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
we don't even want to see this fight, bro. Like, y'all told us how good and meaningful this fight was.
Yeah, like
Rob. Salute Rob. What it do? Oh no, wait, Blazing. To be fair, Rome, France is a bit of a mess right now. One of the worst Euro countries.
I was trying to figure out what TBF mean. I was like, Throwback Friday. I was like, what the fuck is this? I was like, what the fuck is he saying? This nigga said,
this nigga says TBF Rome. Like, what the fuck?
I'm like, Throwback Friday, Rome, France. I'm like, this nigga rapping to me or some shit. Okay, to be fair. Okay, nigga, damn.
So hold on, is this still overrun by the Sharks?
I'm getting old now, nigga. I don't even know.
Is that canal still dirty?
That's crazy.
Oh, the river.
I ain't gonna lie, like, because that whole we niggas is getting old. Like, y'all can't. We don't be knowing every little new slang. Like with that goddamn. And I told my sister about that goddamn the L7, and she was like, "Nigga, that's like a rectangle. That ain't no goddamn." When I looked at somebody typed it out, I was like, "That ain't no fucking square." Like, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Niggas been making up shit.
Type shit.
Well, no,
like, no one ever like looked at it like, hold on.
Yeah, no, but L7
and a fucking 7 is like some parallelogram, some geometry shit. It ain't no fucking square.
Well, L7 really is old slang. It's not new. So like, that's actual old slang.
Type shit.
I ain't never heard that shit until that must be some New York shit. Niggas don't say that shit down here.
You know what I'm saying? Shit. But then, yeah, like I said, the whole car, like I said, the car, like the pacing, like yeah, for
Blazing Killer. Thank you, Blaze. I'm sorry, Pat. Thank you, Blazing Killer. Like, yeah. Never in my life have I heard it until King P brought it up.
Well, I don't know. Blazing Killer's not an old cat, so I can understand why he wouldn't hear it. Like I heard of L7, but it's old slang. So it's like,
that gotta be older slang than Trim.
Yeah. It's definitely older. It's older than us, bro. It's way older.
If it's older than Trim, then goddamn, ain't no one ever wrote that in a book for me to even know. Because Trim is like one of the. Hey man, you trying to get that red bone? Yo man, I'm trying to get that Trim. No one even.
Trim is not that old because I knew that when I was a kid, so it's not that old.
But that's old. The thing. Trim is repeated. Trim, you've heard people say it though. Mm-hmm. Trim, niggas been saying Trim since like 1930s. If some old niggas say that shit, and you be, oh, okay, yeah, I see Redbone, I see Shorty, yeah.
But yeah, just the functional issues of the card itself. Like I mean, like I said, some of that shit just needs to be kind of turned, like either like adjusted or kind of like removed or some shit like that. Just let the fight, and then the fucking the booth. Mannix was just especially terrible. That like Mannix was just fucking up. From calling the like I don't know what this nigga's problem was. Like from saying like mistaken fucking Sterling Brown from talk about he was in Get Out. Like, no, he wasn't in fucking Get Out. Like, the fuck are you talking about?
The commentary was just horrible that night. Like,
The booth, with the exception of Sergio was trying, but the niggas was just failing him around him. Like, it was just a lot of fail.
So many niggas fail around him so much, he started failing.
Yeah, exactly.
Cause I seen on Twitter niggas was getting on Sergio.
Bring Snoop Dogg back for some of these fights, yo, because y'all niggas is terrible with the commentary. I'm not gonna lie, y'all.
Snoop's in Paris when I doing the Olympic shit, so that's part of the reason. Like,
listen, y'all make this shit like fucking. Well, I like watching golf now, and tennis is cool too. So it's like watching billiards commentary. Like, these niggas don't have no emotion. Just like, yeah, this nigga, oh yeah, good punch. Nice to the, like, come on, talking about their life stories and shit. Like, nigga, nobody give a fuck what happened to you, nigga. We trying to learn some information about the fight. We need some fucking commentators that break the shit down like how Tony Romo does when he commentates for NFL. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, they was repeating shit because they was running out of shit to say the card was so long. Niggas was telling us the same random facts twice.
Yeah.
Nigga, they should have changed shifts in the middle of that shit.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like that's a good fucking idea. Like, if you're gonna have an 8-fight card, the first 4 need to be commentated by regular, like a different team of staff.
Right.
Because after 4 fights, y'all niggas just start getting redundant.
Have you heard a female boxing commentator?
Yeah.
Christina, I think Poncher, Michaela Mayer.
I'm about to say, I'm not gonna lie. The females be killing the commentator because they trying to make their mark. They trying to, become solidified.
Yeah, they be doing their thing on, especially they're more prevalent on ESPN. Like ESPN Plus, you hear a commentary, and their commentary be hitting.
They're trying to get solidified. They want to be one of the first, one of them Jeff Van Gundy ass voices for women type shit. Doris Burke.
I'd rather hear them than this whole Mannix brigade and just
awful. And Sean Porter too. Sean Porter's has been getting sloppy. Like,
you mean Joe Porter?
Yeah,
that nigga be lit. I tell you, he be lit during the fight.
If I can tell, he loves not having the box anymore.
Yeah, if I think she was like, I mean, Porter, when he's on, but when he's not on, this motherfucker be mispronouncing fighters' names. He be saying some old bullshit. He be showing some old bullshit. Like, motherfucker be like, he just don't be like sharp as he could be sometimes. And this one, I think he was all scatterbrained and shit during the whole broadcast. Like, this nigga, like, it's like someone like was not giving this nigga too much attention, so he was just saying whatever. Like, yeah, that needs to also be kind of curtailed too. Which
let me hit the comments one more time because y'all in here. Salute. I was rooting for Blazing Killer. I was rooting for Madrimov, but bro, those commentators are riding Madrimov so hard. Even then, I noticed it. Pause. But yeah. But honestly, I think they was doing it because the action. It's like they was trying to play up the fight. Like that was a hard fight to watch, yo. Like crazy, but yeah, that whole event was on for a while. Yeah, like felt like it was a goddamn Roots marathon or some shit, or
and
Star
Wars marathon.
Masvidal was real tough. Was a real tough body for Crawford. Like the way his fighting style is like. It's like, no, you could have hit that nigga with a steel chair. That nigga would have kept his stance and kept walking forward, like
and bouncing.
We said this in the preview too. Like, Madrimov was not a walk in the park. If you knew, you know. Like, motherfuckers because it wasn't boots or anything like that.
His nails, like he made Errol Spence look like a bitch in there, nigga. The way he was just taking all them hits, like walking forward, like.
Well, Madrimov wasn't suffering from the effects of car crashes and God knows what. It was Spence. So
the fast lives.
Spence was undefeated.
It's like this card is one thing about this card was noticeable is that the favorites in this card, with the exception of one prelim fight, all fucking went life or death, or they struggled, or they took the L. Like, you know,
yeah, because even Crawford looked ordinary to me. Like I just don't see it like this is the thing. Like I ain't really like you're not a hater if you think he struggled a little bit or he didn't look spectacular and you still had him winning.
Right.
I don't think it was a one of those could go either way type of fights like Hearn and some people. That was a clear
definitely
Crawford 7-5, maybe 8-4. I'm seeing niggas just talking about 9 or 10 rounds. I don't know.
Yeah, and then I tell him to get the fuck out of here.
Crawford got hurt way more than he wanted to, but he was winning. He was winning the whole fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, his eyes were puffed up and shit. They were swollen. Like, he
was in a fight. But the thing is, it's like all that whole like. I know people like Madrimov. Like, I get it. Like, he couldn't get the offense going, and Crawford, to an extent, couldn't really get his offense going like that either. He was just able to do a little bit more.
Yeah,
and because the thing was, because Crawford, the footwork, Matrimov's footwork gave that motherfucker fits. Like Crawford was, because usually Crawford usually has a good. It usually takes him like maybe like 3 or 4 rounds to kind of get into the groove. He didn't get into the groove until like late in the fight, like maybe the last 2 or 3 rounds. You know, that's when he started really putting that's when he started really putting the hurt on Madrimov, because that's why, like, because they were jockeying for position, like the foot fading and shit like that. They were like Crawford and Madrimov were driving each other crazy with that shit, because Madrimov,
it was scary because niggas being scary, bro.
Yeah, I mean, because Madrimov I think Madrimov probably did feel Crawford's power, and Crawford didn't want to get hit with no crazy shit because he was getting hit with them right hands, like every time.
Yeah.
So that was the thing.
But
like,
Madrimov, he was just pushing them right hands. Like there was like those, like you doing the mitts for somebody and you just want them to connect. You don't care about them punching through the target.
Mm-hmm.
And he was just connecting on Crawford. He didn't really sit down and punch through the target. Like, I mean, like you could tell Crawford was throwing harder punches than Madrimov was.
Yeah, and Crawford did something that was smart, because it probably saved them on the cards. Like, he started the body work early because you had to. Like, a nigga that moves that much, you have to slow him down somehow. You have to light up his midsection as much as you can. You know, because Madrimov was
the activity. Like, what was that? How many punches did Crawford even throw in that fight?
He probably didn't throw a lot because one thing that was definitely, he was afraid about getting countered with something that he wouldn't see. Because I think the biggest thing mistake he did was stay in southpaw. Like bro, like you could have just switched. Like, I think that was another thing too. Is like, you gotta stay in southpaw that long to try to figure that out. You just gotta drive yourself crazy. Like, just go, just switch stances and just throw the right hand. Them shits will land.
Like, yeah, like it doesn't kind of make me think, like, dude, like, so this is how this nigga looks when he goes against somebody who's actually as talented and as skilled as he is, in similar statures, physicality. Like, this nigga don't look like the second coming of sliced fucking bread. He looks like a regular ass nigga.
Yeah, and it happens.
This was a damn. I don't even know if this was a damn Floyd Sosa type of performance. This was more like this was just a damn Aki ass, awkward, like low mileage, low output, tactical, boring ass fight. Like, and all you dick suckers out there talking about, oh, you gotta have a high boxing IQ to appreciate this. Nigga, fuck you and your mama, nigga. I only hear that bullshit on my timeline. Y'all niggas.
That's what I like to hear.
Huh?
Fuck you. That's what I like to hear. Fuck you and your mama. Fuck them.
Yeah, no, I'm serious, nigga. Fuck you and your mama. Like, I'm tired of you bitch ass niggas always try to be on some condescending shit. Also, oh, you have to have a high IQ to appreciate the finer things of this boxing. No, we don't, nigga.
Yeah,
we don't have to goddamn go to Juilliard and Harvard and whatever the fuck Spelman, all the other fucking places y'all niggas want to throw at us to appreciate goddamn fighting.
Yeah, you want to see scientific shit? Go watch Tony versus Mike McCallum. That is scientific shit for your ass. Like, you want to watch?
Thank you. Like, you could move your hands in a goddamn. You can have a high pace chess match, boxing match, where niggas actually throw punches.
Yeah,
Like a perfect example, and just for a recent example, so people will be like, God damn, Pat, you're 100 years old. Niggas don't know that fight. Dude, Haney Lomachenko was a good example of a high-paced technical fight.
Yeah.
Like, come on, like, so they exist. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, the fight was boring as hell.
I mean, the fight was cool to me. It wasn't anything spectacular, but like I said, it was just more or less as people were saying, like I like Crawford, I like Madripoor. I think highly of both of them, but that shit was a close fight. That shit was, I had a 115-113 for Crawford. Like that, it was that close.
Yeah, all this 9 rounds, 10 rounds. Like, get this nigga dick out your mouth.
Wait, who said he fucking won 9-10 rounds? That's fucking crazy.
Dude, I'm seeing, dude. I think even Breadman had a tweet. He was talking about Crawford 9 rounds. I'm like, oh God, I forget these niggas love these motherfuckers.
The best score, the best score you could give Crawford is 116-112. That's it.
The scores, the official scores.
And any wider than that, and you just like you're probably in this nigga family or you go to his church or some shit.
Yeah, like the official scores for this fight were all good. Like I had no problem with the judges' scores: 116-112 and 2 115-113s. Yeah, it was right down the alley. Like, I had nothing. Those was actually good fucking judging. But I don't know what niggas.
Yeah, like what? And this is what I'm saying. Like a lot of motherfuckers, they don't know how to view and watch boxing and score fights. They don't see two fighters. They see their favorite fighter, and they just react and just watch what their fighter does. And you can tell by some of the scorecards because there's no way you could watch that fight and tell me that wasn't a close fight.
Yeah, no, that was
and remember, when I say boring, I'm not saying this is fucking Bartholomew and Easter boring. No,
Oh God, nothing will be. Yeah,
nothing is that bad. But for a pay-per-view event that y'all sold as the best fight, biggest fight of the year, all that shit, it was boring, nigga.
I mean, it was a different type of boring, but yeah, it was kind of boring.
Yeah, dude, it's still in the fucking boring category. It's not as far on the boring spectrum as goddamn Rigondeaux's greatest hits and shit.
To me,
boring.
To me, it felt more like it was a repetitive type of boring. Like when I'm watching like a couple of rounds.
Bad.
Yeah, no, I know, but like when I'm it's the T.O. special where like T.O. will have multiple rounds, consecutive rounds where I feel like I'm just watching one whole round, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, am I still watching the same round? What the hell is going on? Like
the Dragon fight, dude. We in the audience feeling like we just saw 3 rounds. We the same, like.
So like I mean,
I get it. King P, I get you. I get it. Like,
I mean, even the fighters themselves, like Crawford was subdued, and I mean, Madripoor was saying that he won, and he's he has his own opinions or whatever. But like both those guys knew that they were both in a hard fight of the like they it may not be a super physical fight. I mean, it was physical, but it was a hard fight for both of them. So
that was the weakest 154 fight we seen in a while. Actually.
Yeah, I mean, Madripoor touched him up quite a bit. Pause, quite a bit.
Yeah, it just like Bud face don't show as much as damn Madripoor though.
Yeah, that's the because that's the the melanin, but still he still got dotted up like the eyes. Crawford's eyes were puffy. Like the after the pics of him in the conference, puffy eyes, and like swollen eyes. Like it was a hard fight. Madripoor got touched. Madripoor's face was swollen.
And this is why I say. And the funny thing is, I called it. I said it would be a go the distance. And this is one of the things that kind of annoys me. It's like I hate when fans project a fighter's attributes to a new division that they've never fought in. You're just expecting, all the best of 147 Crawford will just magically walk up with him at 154. Like, no, motherfucker, it's a different division. It's 154. He's facing guys that are bigger than him that normally fight bigger guys on a normal circumstance. How the fuck do you know he's just going to come in and just start knocking guys out like that? Like, y'all got to chill.
Yeah. Remember that nigga I told you I overheard him and he was talking about, Crawford by mid-round KO. Like.
Yeah, that's why I said. I mean, that's why I mentioned it. That's like I said, if Crawford got Madripoor out of there before 6, I would be incredibly impressed because that shit was like that. Because that shit was, like I mean, Madripoor is not the type of guy to be taken out that early in a fight.
Yeah. And he didn't sell out, like, bro, like that's what niggas is missing, bro. I know R.I.P. Emmanuel Stewart, but if he would have seen this fucking fight, he would have been like, God damn it, like y'all niggas is fighting like hoes, fucking throw some punches.
Yeah.
Cause this shit, man, like,
but
nigga, you had to give me 3 cars.
Yeah, but for whatever it's worth, Crawford has the WBA belt, and Madrimov is the first guy since Beltran to actually go a distance and not get dropped or stopped. So it's like, so good. And that's like 8 years at least.
8 years. And shout out to Raymundo Beltran, Beltran.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a long fucking time. I mean, that's like Crawford's like last 135 fight.
It was, and the thing is, it's like his name gets forgotten so much on Crawford's resume. That's why I'm always bring it up. Because I know niggas would be like, man, you be hitting Crawford, but I'm like, nah, I recognize the greatness now.
Oh no, excuse me, it's 2014. Yeah, so it's almost 10 years.
I mean, LB has said that you thought that 135 Crawford was the best Crawford. I remember you saying that at one point.
I felt like it was.
Yeah, I mean,
because it was like it was an even amount of boxing skills and destructiveness. And remember, he was still fighting the quality opponents at like 135, like that. Whereas you didn't really see the quality and the tough opponents in them other classes like that, bro. Like you just seen a nigga fight. You just seen him finally fight someone as tough as Beltran. So I'm just saying, bro. Like,
that's 10 years. As a 25, it's like 10 goddamn years. Like, that's a long fucking time. To have a streak of not being able to drop somebody or stop them. That's a long fucking.
It's a long time. And this is when you look at that shit. This is why I said Crawford looked ordinary. Because if you go to the Beltran fight, he looked ordinary in that shit too.
Yeah.
But you know what? You can be ordinary sometimes. Sometimes I rap an ordinary verse, nigga. Like,
yeah, every fighter has ordinary. Floyd looked ordinary. Floyd looked ordinary more occasions than you would expect. But so you can't tell.
Andre Ward has looked ordinary a gazillion times. Y'all love that motherfucker. That nigga King ordinary. Like more ordinary than Tim Duncan banking a backboard shot.
Yeah, I mean, Roy looked ordinary at times, and this is I'm talking about Prime Roy. Roy had some ordinary.
Luda Val fight was fucking ordinary Roy.
Yeah, like Sweet Pea had ordinary fights like that.
Yeah.
I still never forgot that Rivera fight that he probably could have lost that one, but he at least he redeemed himself. But yeah, like every fighter has those ordinary ones, and Crawford is not the same. Crawford had a very ordinary fight, but he had enough skills, enough grit to get the victory and get the belt. So
that's it. Like all this damn dick riding people doing on some trying to make up for him and act like they just saw Gotti Ward or they just saw Prime the best boxing skills of their entire life. Like y'all could cut out the theatrics. Like who y'all trying to impress? Like it's not it, man. Like your favorite fighters could look ordinary or have normal fights sometimes. Y'all got kind of used to Crawford dominating everybody. Y'all can't even fathom this nigga, somebody taking 5 rounds from him.
Right, exactly.
It's like, oh my God, like no, like so nah, like yo, chill. And that's why you come to Ring Gang, so you get the fucking real fucking views, real objective views, and not the bullshit y'all be seeing on boxing Twitter all day.
So I pulled the poll up because obviously after this, obviously there was a lot of talk on who Crawford should face next. So we asked the question, who would you like to see Crawford fight next? We had 36 votes, 6 days left, so continue to vote. We have Saul Canelo Alvarez at 8.3%.
Fuck no. Fuck no. Nobody should want to see that. Fuck
yeah,
no.
I don't want to see that. We got Virgil Ortiz in the lead with 33.3, and that's a great. If Ortiz clears Bohachuk, who we're going to talk about a little bit later, then make the damn fight. And then we have Boots in second place with 30.6%, and then we have Fundora with 27.8%. I mean, I voted
Fundora.
I voted Ortiz.
I voted Ortiz. Like it's the best fight you could make. They already got history. That's literally the best fight you could, like. Honestly, I know people was trying to be like Madrimov is the best at 154. Like
That's
I know
bullshit.
y'all love
That's
Crawford.
fucking bullshit.
Yeah, it is. That's what I'm about to address. That my nigga. You already see where I'm going with this. Like y'all want. Like I know y'all love Crawford, but y'all ain't got to do all this shit.
I'm not even willing to entertain that bullshit. Like, get the fuck out of here with that. Like, that doesn't even sound like anyone
has no best.
Yeah,
there's no best at 154 yet. Like,
I mean, ever since Charlo left.
But ever since Charlo left, it's kind of like there's 3 or 4 Mr. Best. Ortiz, Zoo, Charles Conwell. You got a lot of niggas who claim to be the best. So don't give me this. A nigga with 10 fights that you happen to fight end up being the best at 154. Like, just stop. Like, y'all niggas be so fucking damn disingenuous with this shit. You know, motherfucker with 10 fights is now the best. He's the litmus test at 154. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all do anything to be hyping niggas up for no reason.
But Madrimov did earn his hype. Madrimov is
he did. He earned it, but to say he's the best is like overdoing it. Like if you was to say Madrimov top 5, okay, no one's gonna complain. But don't tell me he's better than the other niggas who got bigger names. Like,
but yeah, you know, like I said, I mean, obviously, if Crawford can't be affording any more year-long layoffs and stuff like that, so hopefully, after maybe if Ortiz clears the air a little bit next weekend, you know, maybe we get one more fight out of him this year. Same thing with Madrimov. Although I think Madrimov is probably going to be avoided because niggas are not going to want to deal with that type of deal with this type of style like that.
This is 154, bro. Ain't nobody. You can't avoid niggas at 154 that long.
There's only so long you can run from an actual competitive fighter at 154.
And I agree with both of you on that though. But I have a feeling though, if there's no real reason to put their fight in the ring with Madrimov, they probably won't.
but think about this too. Why would you want to fight Madrimov now? Why would you Because look, think about it. You had a boring ass fight with Crawford. You ain't really got no signature wins like that. You're skilled. You're talented. You don't even have a big name, so you're not even bringing in the whole Golovkin package where it's like, okay, you're difficult, but hey, at least you got a name. People, all you do is just look like the nigga. Like,
and surprisingly, that also describes one person in the co-main too. And who for the love of me, I can't understand the hold he has on people. Of course, I'm talking about Isaac Pitbull Cruz facing facing Rayo. Now, if you heard me talk about Cruz on like, I mean, I call out the frauding like all the time, literally, like with this guy. Like, I mean, yes, he's exciting. Yes, he throws hands and shit like that. But
still better than De Los Santos.
Yeah, but he don't be fighting who he's supposed to be fighting. Like, like Cruz.
None of these niggas do.
Yeah, they don't. But his is like they. I mean, the day that he said he didn't want no smoke with Haney or Shakur because they want to be exciting fight. That's whatever. That's whatever. But you got to read between the lines because both those cats would have probably 12-0'd his ass, like something serious.
Yeah, I don't even know about that now, bro. Like, I got to see niggas make the fight. I'm not one of these new niggas talking about. Well, they probably no, we not doing this. Floyd Mayweather. Well, I'll just give him imaginary wins.
I mean, I would if this nigga actually wanted those fights. So I'm positive because, like I said, his boxing leaves lots of left to be desired, and you can only pull up so many fighters from either faded fighters or pulling up.
I don't think Pitbull looked bad in this fight. Like Rayo just looked that good. Like if you want to be honest, Pitbull stayed on him the whole night. He was turning with him. He was landing the right hand. Like Rayo won, like I think 8-4. I guess he's 7-5, but Rayo won that clean. But he looked good. Like he really did everything that he was supposed to do to win that type of fight. Like I don't think Pitbull looked bad.
I called it.
Yeah, didn't we say? I mean, I wanted the KO. I called the KO, but that didn't happen. But I was hoping because Rayo landed enough uppercuts on dude for that shit to happen because he froze Cruz a couple of times with those uppercuts he was landing, those counters. So it's like,
he was uppercutting right through that fucking high guard.
Yeah, and if Cruz couldn't do nothing. Just he didn't cut off the ring because he allowed Rayo to basically move. And shout out to Rayo because he dropped Jose Benavidez Sr. for a trainer and he went to Robert Garcia, and Robert Garcia kind of fixed him. So like his chin wasn't hanging in the air, none of that shit. The shit that got him KO'd against.
He was still having his little defensive slip ups, but
he had his laps. But meanwhile,
Tank. I'm sorry, and what's his name? Cruz got him a few times with it, but one thing I'll say about Rayo, like he's not one of these niggas who he stuck to the game plan.
Sure did.
The whole fight. He never started feeling himself. He knew Pitbull was dangerous the whole fight. And even if he had the laps and he would get clocked, he would still fucking be doing the same thing. And a lot of niggas don't have that type of discipline. I know people could say, oh, Shakur Stevenson would have did the same thing. I don't know. Shakur Stevenson would have never threw the amount of punches. He would have never tried to sit on no fucking uppercut.
Right.
So I can't say styles make fights. Rayo had the power to reach. He used everything he had in order to beat this man. And I don't think it wasn't easy like that to me either. He was really fucking boxing and turning them corners and pivoting and all that shit. Pitbull was really on dude.
Yeah, and I was impressed because, like I said, because I didn't think Rayo could have that type of performance though. But he made Cruz look one-dimensional as he is. He made him look super one-dimensional.
It wasn't as bad as Billy Joe outboxing Lemieux, but he outboxed. It was more like if Kudras would have won a couple more rounds against Roman Gonzalez. Right.
No, I dig that.
But Roman Gonzalez is just better at pressure fighting than Cruz.
It also felt like
more.
It also felt like Cruz was telegraphing a lot of shit, especially that right hand. It felt like it was telegraphed, to the point.
Remember, he's turning and following dude, trying to reach, and he's throwing high shots. The crazy part is he landed that motherfucker several times. It's just the thing is, Cruz wasn't going to the body enough, and the foot speed wasn't fast enough sometimes. He was turning and he was staying on Rayo, but he wasn't throwing some of the shots he needed to. As if you're turning with somebody, the easiest punch to turn with somebody is a shot to the body, and then you throw the overhead right along with it when you're done reset. He didn't do that all the time. But then you gotta also look at it. Rayo was pumping that fucking jab, it's just certain. Sometimes you could do because Pitbull actually looked better in this fight than he did against Guybera. Way more intense, way more focused, quicker. He didn't have this listful. Let me come forward bullshit. He tried. That's what makes Rayo performance look better than what real good because he fought somebody who was really trying to win. Not the De Los Santos shit where he just chase a nigga and don't do anything.
Yeah, but the judge that gave Cruz a card on some 151-13.
Yeah, fuck that judge.
Yeah,
that was some bullshit. That was a bullshit card.
Yeah, because you can't even if you had Cruz winning, then you probably had Colbert winning the first Rayo fight.
That's how
bad the judging got to be. No. Your judging was bad for that fight, nigga. What can we say? You doubled down on it. It's cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna disagree, but whatever. It wasn't.
It's cool, bro.
Like I said, okay, that score for Pitbull was almost as bad as was just as bad as that fucking score for Andy Ruiz. That was some bullshit scoring right there.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get into that one too. But
that was horrible scoring. Goddamn, this honestly, I hope the same judges ain't scoring these fights because they need to switch out the judges too.
Yeah, but
commentary get tired, judges get tired.
But before we go on to the next fight, though, first two more things. Number one, fuck the rematch clause. I don't want to see Cruz Rayo 2 because it wasn't that close. It wasn't that competitive enough for me.
Nah, it was like I could see a rematch of that. Like that's just only a few adjustments like for Cruz to make. Like I'll see a rematch of that before I see a Crawford Madrigal rematch.
And then the crowd, I don't know what it is about Cruz, but he had the fucking crowd in a trance, like they were booing.
Yeah, as someone who went to a Pitbull fight, I went to Pitbull versus Tank. Like them motherfuckers love them some Pitbull. Like it's crazy. He had fans even back then. It's only grown since. Oh my god, a cult.
Like you saw him get outboxed. You should want better.
Y'all missing the effort. Y'all are so in love with the goddamn outboxing, and you're not seeing that this nigga had him. He was right there with him the whole fucking fight. Like that's what the crowd want. Like y'all missing the forest for the trees.
Right there with him, but couldn't capitalize half the fucking time.
Yeah.
But right there with dude, the man still won like a 116, 112. It's not like he just got so it wasn't like y'all niggas is acting like y'all saw Kawasaki Lacey.
I mean, like I said though, there's only so many times you can fraud. Like you should have fought.
I mean, he was right there with him, like Rayo was with Colbert in that first fight, I guess.
Like Cruz, he could have fought Barroso. He could have fought Kenneth Sims. He could have fought a live 140 nigga instead of dragging.
And honestly, that's a multiple 140 niggas. All these niggas could fight other better people, and they haven't. I'm not just gonna hold that to Cruz. Like Cruz did piss us off with the whole like Cruz. Cruz fucked up his momentum after the Tank fight. Like that's a fact. Just like, and I said Crawford fucked up his momentum after the Spence fight. Like it happens. Like it just Crawford went back in there with a top guy. Cruz was just fucking around. Then he finally gets in there with Guybera, and then he don't look good. Destroys Rolly like we expect him to, and then it's like he loses in a good effort here, but it's like a loss, nigga. Like.
Oh, it's a loss. Yeah, so it's like, Cruz better, he better want to.
But he didn't get knocked out, and so I can't really say it was like some awesome, like some horrible, like it was a solid show. Niggas still got fans, like.
Yeah, but no, fuck that. Shout out to Rail though. Rail is the
because y'all niggas don't like Pitbull. Like I'm neutral with it. Like y'all really be hating this.
I don't like frauds, bro. I don't like frauding. That's my thing. Like if I keep calling it out,
boxing is like, dude. We just spent 40 minutes talking about a fucking fraud. Boxing full of them, but y'all pick and choose who y'all want to like. Hold on, we gonna get this nigga extra fraud treatment.
Yeah, if I have to say a multiple cast for this guy to fight someone, it was and on top of that, I hate the dragging up the division shit, which other fighters do. I actually hate seeing it. I call it Tank. I call out all
nigga, you hate a lot of shit. You be sounding like a miserable old ass nigga. Sometimes.
Nigga, you sound like a miserable old man. Dude, too long. Nigga, you're like,
we just went like 3 minutes about like I hate this, I hate that, I hate.
Yeah, you don't see me saying it's too long though, like that, nigga. You sound like an old man, not me.
Dude, I'm just calling how I saw the fight. Rayo won a good fight.
Well, Rayo
I didn't see no goddamn 110, no 118, 110 or shit y'all niggas talking about.
Well, I didn't say 110. No, that was a 116, 112 for Rayo. I didn't see no damn 118, 110. Yeah, no, Rail, he did what he saw. Like that was the boxer gods talking right through that motherfucker. So so they're good for Rail. Now I hope Rail decides to fight a live 140 niggas and doesn't do the other.
He earned the Tank fight.
Yeah, I know. That's what I keep hearing. I think now it's like
because he did, bro. Like what is it's like? See, this is the thing that this where the hate come from. Like
no,
y'all,
I didn't say.
It's like y'all love a nigga, but then when you bring a Tank element into it, then it's like. Like he did good,
nigga, I said that's what I heard. I didn't say anything more. I didn't give an opinion.
But the way you said it, like I could tell, like you're like, God damn it, I don't want to see Rayo versus Tank.
Yeah, I think I thought it because Tank is like.
Hold on, fuck you. Let me just ask you, nigga. Do you want to see Rayo versus Tank next? Yes or no?
Not really, but I heard.
That's a no. That's a no then. Okay, like I said, I don't be wrong, nigga. Like
Well, I mean, I want if Barroso can kind of keep his belt in Japan next month, then make that fucking fight. I want to see Barroso get like.
Dude, ain't no way, though, dude. If a nigga asks me who you want to see fight, Rayo or and Barroso or Rayo and Tank, I'm gonna say Rayo and Tank. What the fuck?
I want to see what I don't like because Tank. I don't like him pussyfooting at 140. I want to see some niggas fight 140. PBC has 140 niggas. I want to see them get in the fucking mix instead of pulling this old bullshit that these niggas are doing, dragging up niggas from divisions and fighting. I'm tired of seeing that shit with them. 140 is strong on PBC side. They need to make that 140 shit pop. You know what I'm saying? That's just my thing. That's why I don't want to. I'm not really a fan of seeing Tank because I'm tired of seeing that shit.
I mean, he's been at 140 before. Like
Tank did the one up with Barrios. Didn't want no smoke with Taylor. Went right back to doing 135 shit. Yeah, I'm tired of seeing that shit. Like if you got to do 140, don't use it as a fucking stop off. Fight there.
I mean, I'd rather see a Tank Rayo fight than goddamn Shakur Stevenson run around all day. So I mean, I just want to see fights, nigga. Like I'm sick of these bastards and they goddamn running and shit. I don't need more boring fucking fights. Keep that goddamn sweet science shit at your goddamn house, nigga.
I just need to see the right fights. I'm tired of seeing like fights that these niggas shouldn't be.
I just need to see fights, nigga. The right fight, damn sure ain't no goddamn Canelo Berlanga or no Crawford Madrimal.
Or probably I don't want to see Ruiz versus Big Baby Miller again. Like number one.
I didn't care about this fight the first time. Y'all niggas are trying to sell me on these heavyweight fights.
Well, one of them did pan out. The other one, this one.
That was literally the best fight of the card, really. That should have been the main event. Like, niggas would have went home like,
Yeah, like this is what kills me about Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz has all the talent in the fucking world, but his eating and his undisciplined shit keeps him at a constant state of mediocrity. Like
Pitbull took his fans, really.
Like Ruiz should be a lot bigger, than he, or pause or irony should be a lot bigger than he is. I don't know what it is. Like, I mean, he can punch, he has a chin, he can box, but he just likes to just eat candy and just stay big for no reason. How are you out for 2 years and you come out at damn near your largest weight ever? Like, what is this? Like, heaviest weight ever? Like, what is this?
274. It's like he didn't train at all. And he was done after like 4 rounds.
Like after I saw him come out that car or whatever, one of them high tech ass cars, and I look, it's like, God damn, this motherfucker looks fat. Like, what has he been doing? And he had shoulder surgery. Like, I mean, it wasn't like his legs couldn't work. Couldn't like seriously. Like, what are we doing with? Like this is the shit that kills me about it. I'm a fan. Like I tell all the time, I'm a fan of this dude's fighting, but I just can't stand the fact that he eats himself into mediocrity because he can't control himself. And now that
pilot? My bad.
And now that he's made like $20 million, $30 million, it's just money's just enabling this. Like he's only fought 3 times since he lost the belt, or when he won. So excuse me, when he won the belt, and he's looked terrible all these fights. And this fight, he gassed after 4 rounds against Miller. And the funny thing is too, if Miller wasn't smothering his work or throwing arm punches and stuff like that, or being inaccurate, there was so many like Andy Ruiz's like head movement. It's not there. Like he doesn't move his head like that. Tell me why Miller keeps throwing shots and they were missing this motherfucker. Like they were so inaccurate. That shit was killing me. Like,
how you miss a target that big? Like, nigga, like you got the side of a barn in front of you and you're just missing every fucking overhand right. Like, geez, like that shit was annoying, bro. I fucking agree on that one.
Yeah, I mean the body work. I mean, surprisingly, he was going to the. I mean, they were both going to the body. I could hear those body shots, and then Big Baby would do those shoe shines. And a couple of those shoe shines actually, you can tell that they stunned Andy Ruiz. I'm like, how's the shoe shine stunning him like this? But you can't like give yourself enough space to land an uppercut or a right hand on dude. Like, what is it on a guy that's gassed out?
The ring IQ was lacking for that fight for Miller. Like he had that fight several times, and he had heavy. Shout out to Larry Merchant. He had heavy polish on some of them shoe shines.
Yeah, he did. Sure did.
And he didn't go nowhere with him. Like there was one time where I think he first started. He was like bam, bam, bam. Then he had an overhand right. I was like, God damn, like nigga, do that 17 more times and this fight's over.
Right.
Nigga did it like maybe 3 more times.
Yeah, because there were times where Ruiz was just like, you could tell that motherfucker was laboring, but he's experienced, so his experience got him through there. But it was just like he just give himself enough space to actually throw the punches, throw the accurate punches he needs. He could have probably forced a stoppage of some sort.
He could have, because Ruiz was right there breathing from his fucking mouth like a goddamn walrus. And he just, and Miller's up there like a fucking hippo. Like, these niggas are just throwing flub at each other and shit. Like, nigga.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, God. Like, but he still should have won like 6-4 or something. Like,
it was a 12-rounder. So, I mean, he won.
Well, I mean, 7-5 or whatnot. Like,
I mean, he won 160, 112, which I had no problem with. But the 114, 114 shit, I was like, nah.
I ain't gonna lie, man. When a Mexican becomes A side, that plot armor be plot armoring.
Yeah.
I just, like, and I'm just being honest. Like, y'all could, name being no racist or nothing, but like some of y'all get that plot armor. That's why niggas just was calling for the Rayo KO on Cruz. Because you see, it's hard to win a decision on Cruz. Yeah. So I get it, but yeah, like Andy Ruiz, I don't know why he gets so much love on these goddamn scorecards sometimes.
Yeah, because and of course, the interview is like, obviously you heard his hand again, and then you have Miller, he's a little bit subdued, and then and then you see him pandering to Turkey, and then talk about everyone should go to Mecca, it's great. And I'm thinking to myself, this nigga, are you serious? This is I know what he's doing. Like, let's put it this way, Big Baby would rather be on some, would rather be quote unquote Muslim and and have Turkey think he's his brother, so you don't have to go back to working as a security guard for Floyd. You know what I'm saying? It's true.
I mean, stealing cars from the goddamn Hollywood dealer down the street, like.
Yeah, exactly. Like, Big Miller got 450. At least that's what per the commission, 450,000. But he probably got a little bit more. So like, he's getting paydays he really shouldn't be getting at this point, especially after failing 2 drug tests, like high profile drug tests, and getting into all this fucking trouble. But
yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Some niggas, it's like they just destined to be damn looked out for or some shit. I don't know. It's like that nigga's like he's giving Herc from the fucking Wire vibes. Like, no matter how he fuck up and fall into a better opportunity.
Yeah, exactly. And now of course, because he's converted to to Islam, and Turkey's Muslim. So yeah, he knows where his bread is buttered with this one. So I get
garlic buttered.
Yeah, fact.
Like they put everything on that goddamn bread for this nigga. Like, he need to stay away from bread. How these niggas be blowing up like that? Like, geez, like.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, like I said, he actually dropped weight. He was 300. Like, he dropped like 30 pounds. Now the motherfucker needs to drop like at least another 55 or 60 at least.
That's what I'm like. Honestly, like, I feel like if Miller gets to 280, I think he'd be cool. Like, I'm not one of these people like, man, you need to drop a whole 50. Like, I think he'll kind of be. I think he'll be able to operate at 280 better than Andy Ruiz could operate at fucking 280.
Yeah, no.
Now, Andy Ruiz need to go down to like 250, 260 or something.
No, Ruiz needs to go to at least 240s at least.
No, I'm talking about like immediately type. Like, at the end of the day, Ruiz should eventually get down to like 235, 230 type shit. But if we're talking about next fight, like, focus on dropping to damn 250 or 260. Like you got to drop 15 pounds or something, bro.
Yeah, I mean, he won the belt. He was in the 260s when he won the belt, and he was in shape, and he actually fought like he actually was in shape.
Yeah. All this shit these niggas doing is like ridiculous. Like,
now,
and this your job.
And the funny thing is too is like with the other heavyweight fight too. I thought that added bulk of Bacoli would actually be a hindrance to to Jared Anderson. Now No, it definitely was not. I mean, honestly, that was the fight of the whole card. Like, and that was a hell of a slugfest. But man, Bacoli, yeah, like he if I think too, it's like it's amazing how the heavyweight division kind of moves. Has been moving. I'll give Turkey one thing, that the heavyweight division is moving. It has motion. So like niggas are getting removed. Like originally, we were supposed to get Jared Anderson versus Deontay Wilder, but Deontay Wilder got knocked out by Zhang. So now Bacoli was penciled in, and Jared Anderson, as Jared Anderson was getting into a whole bunch of trouble with the cops and his personal issues and the crying in front of Roy Jones and wanting to be Jake Paul and talk about retiring by the time he's 27. A lot of not serious shit. And,
I mean, his fight was unserious, but we'll get into that.
Yeah. So yeah, like dude has been basically, he hasn't been. His head is not screwed on tight. And he had a lackluster performance against Charles Martin, and it's just like, what, and then fucking Turkey actually wanted him on this guy. So look, you fight on this card, we'll get you Wilder or we'll get you another opponent. So, it got Bacoli, who is a much bigger fighter than he is, physically bigger fighter.
Yeah, almost weighed 300 pounds. Sheesh.
Yeah,
that's a big boy.
Yeah.
And he turned Jared Anderson into Shakur Stevenson. I had to make sure I wasn't watching a lightweight in there.
Well, except though, Shakur wasn't getting lit up like that. Like Anderson, he tried to run, he tried to back up. That was
no, he didn't.
he might have tried. If he tried, he didn't do a very good job on it.
I'm sorry. What'd you say, LB?
I said if he would have fought like Shakur Stevenson, he would have won.
Probably true that because I had one parlay on the Bacoli win, but I had a couple other words like okay,
nigga, I had to pull your arm to fucking make you put that parlay in.
Yeah, you did.
Like, y'all don't know. I was literally giving voice notes to Pat, like, bro, like Jared Anderson, he be in the head case. Bacoli got power. Them odds, he's big. He'll step to him. Dude leaves. I'm like, go.
Yeah. I'll be honest. The only reason why, like I said, the only reason I didn't pick Bacoli, it wasn't because of I'm like so high on Jared. I didn't believe in Bacoli. My reasoning was always that Bacoli's now always coming in out of shape, and it's been 10 months since he's fought, and he probably won't be in the best condition. That's why I thought Jared would get a decision. He proved me wrong there. So
yeah,
not mad at him.
Yeah, Bacoli, funny things too is like his highlights are now all over ESPN and everything like that because the uppercuts that dude that was landing on Jared, like there was that one.
He almost took his head off.
Yeah, it was like that was the one. Yeah, the uppercut that had him like that put him underneath the bottom rope, and Turkey's just looking at this nigga like, get your ass up! Like, what are you doing? Like this motherfucker's hanging on the apron. It's like, and I'll give him credit to Jared Anderson. He got his ass up. All those knockdowns, he got his ass up, but his defense was just shit. I don't know what he decided he was going to eat he was going to slug with dude and eat every punch in the book.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give Jared his credit. He got heart. I'll say that. If nothing else, he got heart. But he almost had his fucking head leave his body on some Mortal Kombat shit.
Yeah. Yeah, because Bacoli was hitting like, and people were it's like, and funny is too because he was hitting so hard. Like I was reading Twitter comments and IG comments, and motherfuckers is talking about Jared Anderson shouldn't even be in the ring with dude. Like he was too big, and like people, this is the heavyweight division.
Jared
Anderson is 250 pounds. He's a big fucking heavyweight. That's not a disadvantage. Bacoli just is like he's like 290 or whatever. Like that's not like this is heavyweight division. If you're over 200 pounds, you can hurt other 200 pounders and 300 pounders. We're not that far removed from Big Baby Miller getting KO'd by Dubois, and Dubois was like 95 pounds less than that motherfucker. So like this is the heavyweight division, people. Like there's not super heavyweight. We don't need another division for super heavyweights. Like. The higher the weight is, the more of a disadvantage it is for the heavyweight. For that matter, like you can't be that. The bigger you are, you're not that effective. Like people like Tyson Fury are unicorns in this aspect. But the heavy,
once you get past 6'4", you get into the old clumsy fit.
Yeah, exactly.
He's such a unicorn. He lost to the much smaller guy.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's just like it's not. I get it. You know, Jared Anderson. He was like I know he was like the hope for like to bring back the American heavyweight, but like there were signs that Jared Anderson was not going to be that guy. You know, and now this and then the Piccoli fight just pretty much kind of culminated the whole bullshit. And he got his ass whooped. He got the ass whooping he probably needed.
Honestly, Piccoli, he stole the show for the night.
He did.
He won the fight, won the event. Like this was his coming out party. Like sorry, Crawford, I know this was your show, but like Piccoli, you know, he high key took that. He low key. What I liked about Piccoli was, and I actually kind of felt this like recently, but I like that Piccoli. He throws a lot of shortened up, compact, powerful shots. Like he doesn't really throw punches like you would say a traditional heavyweight. Like the combinations, he was looking like damn like Marquez in that motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
When Marquez is fighting for his life.
Right.
But the thing is, Piccoli was never fighting for his life. He was just in there like, wow, 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 wow. Like, because I was doing the mix with a friend of mine a couple of weeks ago, and he's like 6'6", and like maybe 280 or so, or 290, I believe that around. Yeah, but up there. And he was throwing all his shots were like compact, short, like Piccoli's. Like Piccoli's were just quicker. So I can't front. Like when you get someone who's not really extending their punches and they're keeping mid-range and they're throwing quick and they're compact and they're powerful, that's one of the hardest type of punches to deal with. Yeah. Coming from a bigger dude.
Yeah.
When a bigger dude is punching like that at you, he knows what he's fucking doing.
Yeah.
Like, and not every big guy punches naturally like that. Yeah. And some of them have to be taught, some naturally do it, and some just good at it. Like some naturally do it and good at it like Piccoli.
Yeah, like I mean, see, Big Baby Bill could actually learn from that because Piccoli he learned his spacing and got off his shots. Clean, accurate, shortened up punches that went
hard, accurate shots.
Yeah,
sneaking in, dude. The first knockdown.
Yeah,
uppercut. Yeah, that was like some Jamel Charlo shit.
Yeah.
Then he cocks it back and throws the overhand right. Doesn't miss, lands it. Mm-hmm. And this is about the longest punch he threw in the fucking fight. Then Anderson going straight back in a straight line, which is the cardinal sin. Piccoli even goes and throws and lands a jab. Mm-hmm. Which sets him up to get hit with another straight right. Yeah. Turns Anderson around and knocks him into the corner.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was just precise punching by Piccoli. Like Piccoli.
When the last time you seen a heavyweight knock somebody down like that?
Yeah.
You don't like nigga like you'd have to go to like an old Chris Arreola KO or some shit. Cause I'm just like, dude, like the cop, like, bro, like, man, listen, like, and this is why I said the whole Shakur. No, I'm sorry, Pat. Keep going. I'm sorry, Pat. Apologies.
No, go ahead.
No, I was saying this is the whole why I said why. If he would have fought like Shakur Stevenson, he would have probably won. Mm-hmm. The thing is, you would have need a little energy. First of all, first rule he broke was he stayed in Piccoli's range too early, too long. Somebody who's punching like that, and when I said the short cut, like, and he's throwing real heat,
Mm-hmm.
you need to let that nigga cool off.
Yeah. Yo, facts.
Like, motherfucker, like, dude, like, hey, I'm just saying, like, dude, even when I do the little light sparring with my students, like, Ty, like, she'll start off throwing them goddamn hard ass. Even PJ replied to one of my stories on some, like, yo, that first shot had bad intentions on it. Like, you can't just be standing right up there with niggas. Like,
right.
You better be fucking slipping and moving and circling. And I ain't saying get your damn Laura on or Shakur Stevenson on, but you gotta turn and let them miss and throw some of that energy out.
Right.
So that's one thing he didn't do. Second thing, when you do that, you just can't do it to do it. If you trying to establish the jab and you trying to turn them, you gotta have that good first step where you can get on the outside of them easier. And when you do that, you can land the jab.
Mm-hmm.
He was jabbing with him sometimes, but he was standing right in fucking front of him.
Yeah, too fucking long and
Too fucking long at that.
And trading with them. Like that's not
he was landing like 3-1, but it's like, dude, why?
Yeah, it's clear that Bacola could take the punches. Yeah, but that's what too, because Jarrett, like, I was like, if he had just moved just a little bit, like he would have not got tore up like he did in fight. Like, but when he got knocked down like the second or third time, like the fight was pretty mumuch basically over. The referee should have just called it, but the referee let him take that little extra punishment on the ropes, and then he finally was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna
Ref was making sure like a motherfucker.
Yeah, because Bob was there, so he was like, yeah, I was like, you know what, like I'm not gonna stop this fight unless dude's about getting ready to die, or getting ready to be had to be knocked out of the ring, which it was.
I think it was a good stoppage. This heavyweight boxing, hey, and the fight was competitive enough for you could give him those chances. And Anderson always got up and responded well, so I think it got stopped at the perfect time. The other mistake Anderson did, and that was just on the offensive end. Defensive end, and we all know this one. He kept fucking. He'll hold the R1 button and he'll do the joystick with with the thumb on the right hand, and he kept going straight back.
Right.
And he would have his hands down. And when you do that shit, if you're gonna go back, you have to do it at an angle so you could slip whatever's gonna come at you. When you go straight back, someone recognizes that one time, and since he's done it before, all they gotta do is just zero in and just just keep going straight. And throw the same. Remember the first knockdown was like literally all straight shots after the uppercut.
Right.
Because everything, like, bro, like, when you see these niggas doing the drills under the rope and turning their head and all the angles and shit, like, bro, that's for a reason. Because you don't fucking practice going straight back. Especially not with your feet, too.
Right.
If you go do your head straight back, it's because you're on some sweet pea shit. You're flexible and you can fucking really do that, but then you do it once and then you angle it off after that.
Right.
Like, I do this shit. I know what I'm talking about. Like, he does it all wrong.
Yeah. So,
it's like, bro, and we already seen your mistakes, so you don't think someone else watching it?
I mean,
for that's it. I ain't got nothing else to say on that, man.
Yeah, I just hope for Jared's sake that he learns from this. He learns it takes it as a positive, and of course, shout out to him making Max uncomfortable when he's like, when he dropped the N-bomb in front of everyone. Yeah, that motherfucker is unfiltered as fuck. And Max when he said the N-word, and Max just turned away with his eyes wide open and shit like that. That motherfucker has no filter, but he's a young guy. So I mean, I get it. Like, maybe at some time, maybe the edges will kind of get smoothed out a little bit.
But at least he was humble though.
I seen a lot of comments talking about rest in peace American heavyweight boxing after Jared got knocked out. I was like, damn, motherfuckers is taking that loss hard.
Yeah, they
Nah,
are.
fuck that. They dreaming, my nigga. Today we still got Dreamland, so fuck that. Matter of fact, we need to get that nigga back on the show. Fuck that.
And Milton been talking his shit. I've been seeing it. He been talking his shit.
Mhm.
Now that's why I honestly want him back, because I thought about it. Because remember, we all said like, "Yo, like you ain't ready now, but by next year, that's a fight." Like, and the way it kind of happened, it did kind of happen that way. But then it's like, you know, their careers going different paths and shit. But yeah, like you still got Dreamland. Like fuck that, American heavyweight boxing ain't dead. And Dreamland sitting there, he's seeing the same mistakes we seeing.
Right.
So it's like, hey, but at least he kind of spoke on it in the interview, and he know he fucked up. But you know, knowing you fucked up and fixing it is two different worlds.
Facts.
So we'll see though. But that goddamn, that was a great fucking heavyweight fight though. Real talk.
It was, and it definitely made up for the Morrell Hot Rod fight, where I was more impressed with Hot Rod than I was with Morrell. There was Morrell. I mean, Morrell he did his thing for about maybe 2 or 3 rounds.
Another fight where another fighter fucking telegraphs that right hand all fucking night. All night, I knew Morrell was going to throw the right hand before he even threw it. Like, goddamn, switch it up.
Yeah, and once Hot Rod got his timing down, Hot Rod would just box the shit out of him. Like, you know, like it would I was more impressed with Hot Rod because Hot Rod has been through the, you know, I mean, he's been through the ringer a little bit.
And yeah, I was gonna say Hot Rod's not exactly a spring chicken either.
Yeah, but he looked real unbothered to the point where Morrell started fouling. You could tell he was getting frustrated. He was, you know, all types of shit like that. You know, basically the work rate kept him in the fight, but Hot Rod was outboxing his ass. So
I honestly thought that fight was a draw. Like, I don't think Morrell won that.
It had drawish vibes, I will say that.
Yeah, so like the 117, 111.
I felt like Hot Rod ring generalship. If he could have kind of got his jab off more, I think he could have kind of like took it more. But because the jab would have kind of offset Morrell activity, which is the only thing that really he had in the fight.
I don't get it because like Morrell in other fights showed more of an ability to cut the ring off, and in this fight it was not like he could not cut it off for shit.
Yeah, and dude wasn't even like moving like that either.
And like it seemed at some point, it seems at some points where like Morrell was just like, I'm like, well, you just following dude, like not even setting up anything. Like
he wasn't even jabbing that dude either.
Exactly. They started off with the jab, but no, he just wanted to throw that right hand that anybody could see from a mile away.
Then he would just flurry to the body and then continue to follow.
Yeah, like one thing is that's definitely made clear. Like the winner of Better Beef and Bivol, they're not gonna get knocked off anytime soon by Benavidez or Morrell. Like they're not. Like they're. Especially Better Beef. Better Beef runs 175.
Well, I found, I mean, at least with Benavidez, I liked his performance against Vazdik. Like, I thought he did very well, all things considered. Like, Morrell just threw a dud. That was a dud from Morrell. And I've been very high on Morrell.
I think niggas, P is right. Like, yo, like, niggas kind of like were like critiquing the Benavidez performance a little too much when he kind of won like a damn 9 rounds to 3 type of fight.
Yeah, but it just in hindsight, of course, on the other hand, you have Better Beef destroyed both Vazdik and Hot Rod, like, you know, brutally. So it's like, you know.
I mean, true. I mean, but that's Better Beef.
Yeah.
Better Beef is one of the top 5 fighters in the world.
Yeah, but it's like,
with an eraser for a right hand, like. So,
and that's the thing, fighting a former damn champion at the damn your first fight, like at a new weight ain't really. I mean, like
Ain't nothing to
Yeah,
laugh at.
That's a little challenge.
yeah. Basically, he looked ordinary, and Morrell looked super mid against Hot Rod. Like
Yeah, like Benavidez ain't look like prime maximum carnage or
Even
some
no,
shit. Like,
I mean, honestly, Pat, I think even saying super mid is like he looked legitimately bad, like really bad.
Yeah, let's just fuck that. Like honestly, I'll go even a step further.
Mm-hmm.
Like honestly, this fight probably had the best commentary from them niggas the whole night too, because they were able to kind of point out the little subtle shit that Hot Rod was doing, and like the way they said he just had the right hand lined up because he knew dude is right there, and he was able to just land the right hand like crazy, like accurately, and because Morrell was on the front foot so much. And this is why they tell you don't lean over the front foot when you have your boxing stance up and your guard up. Morrell was doing that a lot, and he was falling for that shit. And that shit was landing because of it. And Morrell never really adjusted his stance or backed up and just kind of put his left hand out to really kind of nullify that.
Right.
And it's those little adjustments that you have to do, like when and this is why like you can't depend on your coaches and all of that. You have to study the game for yourself, for your own eyes. You have to spend countless nights watching tape after tape and learning and applying little shit like that. Like that defensive awareness was just not there. Like it seemed like any punch this dude threw at Morrell's face had a 50% chance of landing. Nigga, you never bro, you should never ever have it where your opponent has a 50% chance of landing. Like, nigga, you see them odds? But that's what was happening. Like it wasn't a robbery, but it was one of those like the name guy got it.
Yeah, well,
but it should have been a draw.
The scores were trash though, like 118.
Yeah, scores were horrible.
You know, that's trash scores. Like, they
didn't give Hot Rod credit for shit, but
I'll say
he
this:
definitely earned another TV spot.
I'll say this: I mean, both fucking Cubans pulled a dud in this fight. Like, bro,
well, Andy Cruz, at least Andy Cruz for him.
Yeah, no.
Andy Cruz kind of handled
the knockout.
business.
The knockout saved. The knockout saved his report. He looked bad against Moran.
Yeah, he did.
But
he was getting wobbled and hurt too. I'm like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, Keyshawn Davis might like beat the shit out of him now. Like, hold on. Like,
but and I will say too. But then this fight reinforced to me though that Cruz only has 4 pro fights, and he's getting pushed aggressively. So shit like this was going to happen at some point.
Nigga was looking like Campbell Hatton in there.
Yeah, like when Morrell made him do the steak leg, I was like, oh shit. And
nigga bounced him off the ropes.
And Moran didn't even cap, like he didn't even step on the gas. Like he had him hurt and he just stood there and let him regain his bearings. Like,
no, but this like facts. But it's like he buzzed him like maybe 2 or 3 times.
Oh no, I just feel like
real bad. Like, damn.
I just feel like Bozy has got fucking the way Bozy's been coaching him. I feel like he's too comfortable now doing these things where it's like these are some bad habits, like especially where he's trying to engage with Moran and not like he got careless at times. Like I don't know, it was just not a good performance.
And Bozy wasn't really telling him shit in the corner either. That's another thing.
Because I was like, yo, this nigga Cruz about to fuck up everybody's parlay. Like, and it's the first fight. Like, I know niggas would have just niggas would have lost their mind.
Yeah, but thankfully, but I said I give Cruz all the props in the world for actually, for trying to adjust and sending down his punches more and eventually breaking dude's nose with a right hand and then doubling up on his shots, which is because that combination that he used to get out of there was nice because The referee didn't even want to stop that shit too, because I was like, "Yo, like Moran can."
He kind of had to, like,
Yeah.
the way that he was stumbling around, that was like Zab stumbling around against Zoo. Like, you can't not fucking call that shit.
Yeah, that shit was crazy because this nigga, he it's like he's like, no, I could fight. And he's just leaning forward. Like, dude, like, you don't realize you're like already, yo, I ain't gonna lie, yo, that was some Fist of the North Star shit. Like, nigga hit him so hard, he didn't know he was dying. He's just falling, but he's still talking.
Yeah, I was hoping that Andy wouldn't be one of the Cubans that just picked up bad habits in the ring. Oh, I'm sorry.
But if his fight is entertaining, is that going forward? Fuck it. He'll tighten up, but he won't. Shit, man.
Right. You know, but yeah, no, but at least good for him. At least, like I said, he got the knockout and everything like that he was supposed to. So, but and I only have like one more thing to say about this card too, and it's very minor, but I still need to say
fucking long. This shit was fucking long.
God, Steve Nelson looked good too. Like Steve Nelson, like beat the shit out of old boy. Like,
yeah, Steve Nelson was the only favorite that actually fought like the favorite, like, you know, only one. And then they had the Saudi cat that Turkey brought over. He was like 5-0, and he was faced against a 6-7 with 2 knockouts jobber, and that jobber put hands on him, and they had the same face for putting him in a draw. Like, yeah, like Turkey, like if you're like, yeah, sometimes you might need to keep someone like that on, you know, back in Saudi Arabia, because that dude was not ready for no American lights, and he wasn't ready for that jobber who put his foot in his ass.
So my bad, I gotta go in a few. Some shit came up, but I will say this: the card was good, but that shit was dragged too fucking long, and there was too many segments in that fucking event that I did not give a fuck about. We do not need a fucking half-hour fucking presentation of Turkey in the fucking ring getting a fucking award that he really doesn't fucking deserve. That shit was so fucking stupid.
And no Eminem concert, like, yeah.
Like, bro, like, and I don't even hate Eminem, like, but like that shit did not fit. Like, it just seemed like it was completely out of left field. Like, it didn't seem like it fit with the theme of that fucking card. Like, it was just, it was out of place.
It didn't. Like, look, you don't need a Detroit artist at a West Coast venue performing for a Midwest boxer. like, what are we doing here? Like, can we kind of like start like really like taking the entertainment part serious if you're gonna start doing this shit? Because obviously these niggas just love these concerts here, and I don't know why. Like, can y'all start listening to the fans?
that whole set could have been cut in half, like, bro. Like, it did not need to be as long as it did.
It didn't. Like, this is my thing. Like, look, you gotta have the right artists for damn music events. For boxing events, bro. Like, Eminem just no, bro. Like, if this is the thing, the only time it might be tolerable if you did it where Eminem does Lose Yourself right before the fight and it starts off like, niggas just need one song if y'all gonna do it. We don't want concerts. God damn it.
If you were gonna do a concert, why the fuck didn't you just do Kendrick Lamar? That would have made a lot more sense.
Thank you. Like, you're right there. Kendrick buzzing. You already said Crawford's name. Like, y'all had an alley-oop and y'all missed it. Fucking missed it. If y'all would have just had Not Like Us, Kendrick Lamar right there, dude, the car would have got boosted. Y'all didn't need nothing else. Y'all just need one song.
Mm-hmm.
Me personally, I only want to see like 3 6 Mafia, Project Pat type shit like before fights. Like, I don't need anything else. I don't need no bullshit, no light show off. Like, just give me some hype shit real quick. Get the fight on. Like, fuck these goddamn concerts.
Yo, facts. Yo. I think they probably put that from the Triller shit like that. I think the only time a concert really worked is either unless the rapper is doing it like Roy Jones when he was doing it with like, you know, with when he did it, or when DMX did it with fucking Guzman.
Yeah, with John Guzman. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
but that's the thing. It works for like the walkout. Like, we don't mind for the walkout. Or
we don't need a whole fucking half hour of that shit.
Yeah, like, dude, like, if it's an extended walkout, like a do it before half his song and then the second verse or whatever, boom, or he perform a song and then on the second song the walkout start. We don't mind. Like, there's creative ways y'all could do this shit. Like, we love a good show and all that, but like, y'all gotta understand. Like, y'all gotta listen to the fans. Like, we don't want 30-minute concerts, bro. Like, it's just too much, and that's what anybody really like. Keep that. If it's anything longer than 7 minutes, you kind of lost us. If 10 minutes is your max, especially if you're gonna start doing the anthems and shit too, the only way that works if y'all don't have fucking 40 minutes in between fights.
It's either that or the boxer themselves are out there, they're vibing with the
If the boxers are incorporated with it, then then y'all gotta find out some way to, like, I'm a creative person, so I always try to see if I could bring everybody's vision together. I mean, that's ring game, nigga. So that's how I look at it. So I'm sure y'all could get it, but y'all have to listen, bro. Like, I'm sure y'all will figure it out. Like, because this shit ain't the business. It's just not.
Well, hopefully they figure it out, because next month is Riyadh season in the UK. So hopefully they figure that shit out by then in terms of... and I hopefully we don't get a whole Sweet Caroline concert, even though I know they're going to play that shit. But hope we don't get a whole...
Fuck no. God damn. Retire that fucking Sweet Caroline shit.
Oh, I don't know what's that. Worse are the Eminem 30-minute concert?
They might be both bad equally.
That might be a Twitter poll future.
Yeah, I gotta go. But Virgil in 7. That's my prediction.
All right. Yes. Yeah. So yeah, we got.
That's a good prediction. Actually,
I think it's gonna be a fun, violent fight for as long as it lasts. But I just think I don't think Bohachuk could match Virgil with the violence. So
yep, and that's that's a perfect prediction, a perfect segue, because like I said, it's one of two fights this weekend, and yes, Bohachuk and Virgil Ortiz is the better of the one, although they're both good, and that one we're expecting that could be a fight of the year type candidate, depending on how long it lasts. Because
that was always the 5 to 8 round type of fight to me.
Was that? It feels like
Bohachuk and Ortiz. I would say that was always like a 5 to 8 round type of fight to me.
Yeah, and like I said, because I know Ortiz. Now Ortiz, of course, was supposed to be on Riyadh season with Zoo, which would have been probably the fight of the night. But the whole ass doctors didn't want to clear Zoo for the fight, talking about he needs more time for his cut to heal. Truthfully, maybe he does, but still, he didn't need to say that whole ass shit. But we don't want to hear that.
I mean, honestly, I think it needed more. Like, it just seemed like, hey, I mean, I feel you. It just, but this fight ain't bad though. So, and I feel like it's the best opponent Ortiz has fought at 154.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because Bohachuk is has won all his fights by KO. Just the one loss, to Brandon Adams, which was a brutal knockout at that too. Which is the whole reason why I see where Pete's coming from, because if Bohachuk did suffer that brutal knockout, I'd be all in, like, oh yeah, this will, Bohachuk could probably beat Ortiz, but Ortiz will. I mean, Bohachuk is tough though. It's gonna take more than just like one shot to get him up out of there. I honestly just think they're gonna be slugging away at each other, like.
Yeah, but Ortiz has like the defense. He has power in both hands, the poise. He knows how to the work rate, and like he's been having early round fights lately. Like, so I know he's like eager to go rounds and
with a quality fighter, and that's the only thing. Yeah. That's the only bad thing about it, because like he came back from his issue, and it's like, okay, you put him in the ring with someone he probably shouldn't. That's not giving him no type of work. No, Delorme and Lawson both 1-run knockouts. I'm like, those two offered little, didn't offer nothing to him. So
Bohachuk is maybe like with a fringe guy with top 12. type of dude.
Yeah,
So,
and they're both getting put away with body shots. So Bohachuk, though, he does have that in his favor. Like that's like he like
Bohachuk. I'm sorry, I was mispronouncing his name. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's all good. But yeah, Bohachuk, like like I said, I'll give him that for him. Like I mean, he had a war his last time out with Brian Mendoza. On the first PBC card, like that was a hell. That might be one of the best prelim fights I've seen in the hot fights I've seen in a minute. Like they were throwing some real hands in that one.
Yeah.
So I just think Bud is definitely a live cat in this fight. Like and Ortiz, with his 1 round, kind of like demolition jobs against fighters that are not really where they should be. That could work against him. That could be on some, that could work against him on some spoil on the vine shit. But LB though, what do you think? What do you have for a prediction? Like what do you know? Who do you think is going to win? How do you think they're going to win?
I think Ortiz by 8th round.
Yeah, 8 by 8 round. Yeah, I could see that too.
Yeah, I think it starts out, a little like they feel each other out for like 2 minutes, and then they start going that last minute of the first round, and then they don't let up, but just like I just think Ortiz is a more powerful dude. Like he does everything better, really.
He does.
And so it's like, yeah, but it's a good fight. Like he needs it for his career. Like, especially if we're talking about the Turkey trying to do the damn. He wants a Crawford fight. You need to get a fringe guy out there. Another top 10-ish guy. Before you fight Crawford at 154, even though you got some fights at 154, which is first round KOs, I still count him because he had to do weight, he had to do make weight and do training camps for those fights.
Right.
So he's getting used to the weight, which is good. So I just feel like he's gonna really go through a fight this time, and I think finally, some Ortiz fans who are purchasing tickets could get some rounds. I know it's been lacking on that end.
Facts. But yeah, that should be a good fight. And I have it too. I honestly think Ortiz will get him out of here by 8, and I think it will be a brutal knockout too. Let me go check this FanDuel real quick. I always like to look at these odds for this fight. Let me see what we're talking about. Let's see.
Yeah, you know what? We should have honestly, we should have just focused on those Bacole odds and said fuck them parlays because everybody was too random.
That's also true too. So right now,
might just focus on. Yeah, I'm sorry. Let me hear what you said. I'm sorry.
So yeah, right now Bohachuk is a plus 220 underdog. Ortiz is a minus 290 favorite. So and not everything, the props will probably be released later this week. But at least the money's close for those two.
Yeah, probably the bets to look at on this one is the round stoppage.
Yeah, like if you're doing like 5 to 8 or 7 to 12 or whatever the fuck, that's where you're gonna go to get to earn this bread on that particular fight.
Yeah, definitely.
And with this fight too, also too, like they have some good fights on there on the undercard like that. So it's not the only one. I mean, we got Kenneth Sims that we're making his Golden Boy debut against Jesus Perez. Jesus Perez is the one that he upset Jojo Diaz by beating him by decision. So that should be a really good fight. As well as Charles Conlow is going to be on there. He's actually facing some, huh?
No, I'm just saying, goddamn, like okay, like
No, he's facing Kyrie Gray now. Kyrie is someone that's in he's in my we run in the same Worcester circles. So I'm actually surprised that they got him for this fight. Because Kyrie Gray, like I said, he's talented, but he's had some setbacks that kind of kept him from trying to get to that level, to the next level. So, I mean, truthfully, Conwell should be probably finding someone a little bit more tougher, but because I mean, I Conwell has been due for a title shot. That's for damn sure. You know what I'm saying? And then we got Gabriela Fondora. She's on this card, as well as Cecilia Breakus. Who's
Oh wow.
They're
They're
both
not fighting each other, are they?
No. No. So Breakus is fighting Cornejo and get Fondora can't. Then she just had her on Boxrec. I don't know where it went to. But she's on the card though, so. But yeah, Golden Boy put together a good card, a watchable card.
Like a pretty good, pretty decent card. Fuck it, I'll watch it. What's this like? What 9 o'clock or something? 8 o'clock?
Well, it's cool. Golden Boy doesn't start late. It's either like 7 or 8.
7 or 8. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Saturday.
Yeah, right. and then the other Saturday, offerings from Top Rank, where we got one Luis Alberto Lopez. The man, the current IBF featherweight champion, and guy who's on a streak lately. Yeah, he's facing former super bantamweight champion Angelo Leo, who's kind of been rebuilding his career after he got pummeled by Stephen Fulton. And I'm not using that. That's not hyperbole. He really did get pummeled by Stephen Fulton.
Yeah. After about like the 3rd or 4th round, it was like one-sidedness.
Yeah, like Fulton had to send him to the hospital. That's how bad it was.
Yeah.
And then
Fulton's like pinnacle fight performance or some shit.
Yeah, Fulton. Everything that you would like about Fulton, you saw that was elite about him. That he showed it against Leo. Like they showed that there was levels, and and then after that,
quality too. Like Leo's quality. So
he was. And then Leo kind of, after that one, he had, he took some time off to kind of regroup, and then he kind of been rebuilding on Pro Box. He had the fights with Mike Plania and then Eduardo Baez, and they were really, really good fights, or whatever, and he won them like clear. So that kind of sets the tone for him to try to become champion in another division. So, Elby, do you give Leo a shot at actually beating Lopez at this point?
I don't know, man. The thing is, Lopez has like that firepower, the awkward angles. I feel like he'll like find some uppercuts under Leo's defense.
Mm-hmm.
Like I see Lopez winning this probably by decision. He might get a knockdown or two in the fight though.
Yeah, I can see that too. Yeah, because Lopez, like I said, as I do right now, I mean, I was there for Lopez's last fight when he fought the Japanese fighter, and man, that was an uncomfortable fight to watch. Like he was he like that Japanese fighter, like I think after the first, I mean, he tried, but after some time, like he just resigned, just taking a real ass whooping. Like that was like that it was a bad ass whooping that Lopez handed out. And he's been handing out a lot of ass whoopings lately. Joel Gonzalez, ass whooping. Mike Conlon, ass whooping. Warrington was a closer fight than it probably shouldn't have been. Because
he could have lost that one, actually. I actually thought he lost that fight, but
yeah.
That was a close enough to go either way type of, no robbery type shit. But that was the last competitive fight he's had, honestly.
Yeah, true. Yeah, true. Yeah,
every other fight is like the guy might be in there, the round might be competitive and whatnot, but Lopez ends up putting hands on dudes. Pause.
Yeah, it's funny too. Yeah, this is a guy that lost clear to Ruben Villa, so it's like, but some fighters evolve from their losses, I guess. Like but yeah, and of course he took Gabriel Flores' 0 in a brutal fight as well. Like he beat the shit out of Flores. Like that's not hyperbole.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah, he beat. And like honestly, like featherweight. If there's one division that needs a tournament, because it would be featherweight. And dude, because like Lopez is probably knocking at a pound for pound, but he just needs to do just a little bit more. Either that, or he needs to
like he's missing like that one marquee win that puts him in the top 15. Like
yeah. Yeah,
but he got like solid wins. He got good wins actually, but it's just he just need. It isn't. I don't think the Leo fight does it. Like it's still gonna be the same, where it's like quality win, but it's just because remember he's only done this at like maybe with one weight. It's not like a Navarrete in a sense where it's like he's kind of done it to more, different classes and shit.
Right. Yeah,
but you're right. He's knocking on it. Like he's in top 20 or so.
Yeah, dude, like I said, I mean, if he beat another featherweight champion or they did like a tournament or something like that, like dude would shine like a motherfucker in that shit. But like I said, it's just we'll see. But we'll see how it goes though. But yeah, I mean, I think Lopez will probably I want to say probably 10 rounds. He'll probably get rid of Leo in 10 because, like I said, I mean Fulton did beat up Leo, but he didn't knock him down or anything like that because Fulton doesn't have as much power as Lopez does, but he was able to land steadily on him. Where I don't think that Leo will be able to take it if Lopez is landing all types of shit on him. I just don't think that. I don't see that happening.
The thing is, Leo, like Lopez is easier to hit than Fulton.
That's also true.
And it's like Leo can box. Leo got his own power. Like I think he'll be right there with dude. You know what I mean? And he is tough. So I don't know. I don't think Lopez just straight dominate him, but it'll be a competitive fight. But I just feel like he might drop him once or so on a shot where it's like, oh shit, like he either did a combination or something that just one shot at him where dude didn't expect it, or it was just a hard like, oh damn.
Right.
Like I could see something like that, but I guess if he stopped him, it would be late. So I could see a 10 round.
Yeah, so and like I said, it's a really good fight too. So now in terms of the rest of the undercard, I mean, you have Vito Milnicki and Lindolfo Delgado, and you have the usual TR suspects. The
Jobber Festival.
Well, Delgado's not facing a Jobber Festival, but Vito Milnicki certainly is.
Oh wow.
But so yeah, like I said, I mean, obviously, and of course, Vito Milnicki's on the main card, so they're gonna put him on. So, but yeah, like I said, Lopez Leo is a damn good fight though. It's probably again that could also be a sleeper fight of the year, depending, of course, how much Leo can actually take from Lopez. But
what he could damn throw himself, shit.
Yeah, exactly. Look,
I don't want it to seem like we underselling Leo because he can fight too. Like,
yeah, no, Leo can absolutely fight. And like I said, I was impressed by what he was doing on pro box, like the pro box fights. Like he's improved. Like he's definitely improved from the Fulton fight. But yeah, it's just like this is probably much going to be kind of like sink or swim with him, like because he's getting up there. And I don't think he could take another beating. So I mean, right now Leo is a plus 370 underdog, and Lopez is minus 500 favorite. So yeah, like I would say a late round stoppage or a decision might be your best bet for a prop if you're putting in a prop bet.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are the two fights for next weekend. Like I said, not bad, not a bad recovery. Hopefully one of them pops up for fight of the year. So yeah, no, it should be good. And of course, hopefully they won't run late until 2:00 in the morning like fucking Riyadh season in LA.
Yeah, let's get back to normalizing 3 or 4 fights on the card, and that's it. Like, and done. Maybe 5 or 10 minutes in between fights or whatnot. Boom, let's keep it going. None of this damn theatrical shit. Like, I want to enjoy my regular day life and still watch boxing, so it's a part of the day. Like, not this. I got to choose one or the other type shit.
Word.
Getting at the factory or some shit, going to watch boxing.
Word. But yeah, no, I think that's about it for boxing. Our boxing show for today. It's getting a little late, and my stomach for some reason is growling, even though I gotta go to bed. because I got to work out in the morning or whatever. So I know Rome and Pete kind of fell off. So you have any final thoughts before we get up out of here? Since this is some 2018 shit. Looks like you need a nap too.
And I had a little nap today, but it's like Monday was crazy, bro. My goodness, like I didn't even because other problems came up. Your problems kept coming up today. Like today was the day. Like anytime I tried to do something would fuck up. Like I would end up fixing it. Like it would end up working out, but it would take like an hour. Like it would throw the day completely off type shit.
I feel you. Yeah,
and it happened like twice.
Yeah, life be life, and I hear you. Yeah, my money's out before we go online to do this. Yeah, my Mondays are like the busiest day. Like, and the funny thing too, those are the days where people want to do stuff. I'm like, what do people need to be doing on Mondays like this? Like making plans. Like it should be killing me. I was like, like my Mondays are already insane as it is. Like nah. Like I'm not. You don't see me off from work. No, like my Mondays are just too crazy just to be moving shit around like that.
Yeah, like damn, like today was whew. Yeah. But yeah, other than that, we've been putting up more boxing content. We got the we got back to the training videos. You see the shorts, got 2 shorts and another whole minute and a half. So, we getting it in.
Word.
See if we can get some more content this week, more action, more boxing. Still got some other shit. Got to put some up from Taco Tuesday from when we did that show. I got a couple clips, put some up from that. But just stay tuned. Make sure you follow us on TikTok. We appreciate the follows on the TikTok. I know we growing. I think we almost got like 400.
Yeah.
Like 395 or some shit. But yeah, we're looking out on that. In the YouTube, we appreciate it. I know we growing on that. We almost there to that milestone of 2K, 2,000 subs. Hopefully we could get finish out the summer with the 2K. So we'll see. I believe we can do it. Especially because we got the best subs in the world. This is the best boxing show.
Exactly.
And one more thing. Definitely this Thursday we doing the first ever producer battle. We got something real special lined up. We really love rap and boxing and all types of fly shit, but had to really put it on some next level shit. No one's doing this like we do it, but we gonna be playing some instrumentals, the beats, and we gonna be voting on them and who's the better producer, who make better beats. So this is gonna be real fun. I know I can't wait. Y'all can't wait. It's a different type of music show. I mean, like, but it's another fucking way of ring gang, just letting y'all know like we the best. Like no one really fucking with us because we bring so much to this whole like matter. Like if you just gave us a whole channel or some shit, like nigga, like you'd be entertained all day. So just make sure you tell your friends, like Pat be saying, so we could be friends and all that other shit. You know what I mean? And go been around the world and you know what I mean? So,
facts.
But yeah, Thursday, Sincere Noble from New York, will be going against DBR, aka Dead Bass Records from Montreal, Canada. So your Trap Lord versus like one of the most versatile producers I've ever worked with. Both supremely talented at what they do. So yeah, like just be on the lookout for that. We're gonna start promoting that hard come tomorrow. We can play some of their beats and their collabs and the music we've done, so y'all could get an idea of their music and the shit they do. And we've done bars and boxing to both of their songs. Like me and Rome did the Wild and Fury joint off of Sincere. off a Sincere beat, and I know I think the Terminator song off of DBR. So they always fucked with Ring Gang, held it down. So I'm gonna hold them down now and showcase their music to the world, their beats, their production. So y'all can follow them and everything. So we're gonna be retweeting them, their beats and shit this week on Twitter. So make sure you follow us and stay up on that. But yeah, shout outs to everybody that came through and showed love in the chat. And if you ain't pop up yet, Kang song, salute for what it do, appreciate it. Deontay Jones, if you hear this shit later, salute. Nice seeing Joshua up in here. Salute him again. So it's all good. Android, everybody. So yeah, that's it. But yeah, keep rocking with us. Thursday, gonna have a great fucking show Thursday. I really gonna kill this shit. So just make sure you following us and be up on that.
Yeah, I don't have anything more to add. That you've already said. Like I said, we got the YouTube, we got the website. Just keep getting our subs up, share our stuff, like, comment, subscribe, tell everyone. So we can be friends because we do this shit for y'all. But yeah, Ring Gang is forever, man. We do like I said, no one gives you the type of content that we give you, man. So yeah, stay tuned for some more fly shit. That's down the pipeline. Yeah. So for myself, Pat Scorpio, the New England representative. For LB Shutterworth, the God, the GOAT artist. For King People Dagobah, and for Rome Top 5. This has been another wonderful episode of Real Talk, where as always, if shit's real, we talk about it. So until next time, peace.